Don't take it out. Hi, Rosie. How you been? Hi, Rosie. How you been? Oh, Lord. How you been, baby? Hey. Hey, Buzz. How you been? Thank you for being first. You're tired? I was too. That's why I took a nap today. After the doctors, I took a nap. I was exhausted. Did you ride the bike today, Rosie? My head hurts, but I will be all right. Oh, I'm sorry. Sam, hi. How you been? You want to come up? How is your disposable gloves? They're good. They're good, sweetheart. How you been? Fine, thanks. That's what's up. It's late here. Where you stationed at? I will stay on the live stream if people with the disposable gloves on the live stream for me. It's 6:39 my time. Wow, it's 7:39 in my time. We're like in 40 minutes apart. I'm from the UK. It's 12:39 a.m. here. Oh, right, that's what's up. UK. UK, that's what's up. I'm waiting for my phone because the light bothers me on the. Um, press the like button. DJ goes, hi. How you been? Boom. Aw, press the like button, please. Thank you, Mike. So how's everybody today? Besides anything else, I'm okay. You wanna come up on stage? Yeah, that is what's up. I have met so many people from the UK. They are hella cool up. Yeah, they're nice people. That's what's up. Wow. Hi, Tupac. How you been? What's up? Nice. Yeah, I know a lot of people in the UK. They're mad cool. How you doing, Tupac? What's up? Hi. How you been? You wanna come up, Tupac? You never come up. Come up. Come up. Somebody's gotta come up. Come up. come up? Drop. Hi, sweetie. I've been waiting for you. You want to come up? Living with the Mayhem. Oh, what's up, yo fam? What yup? What yup? Gang, what's up? How you been? Drop. Hello. How you been? You want to come up? Drop. I've been waiting for you. Hey, Drop and Living. Yo fam. What up, gang? Okay, sweetie. I will. Living with the Mayhem. What is up? What is up? Drop is gonna come up. He's the man of this live. He is so smart. Nothing much, just a headache. You, oh, I might have my arm hurting too. Oh, what do you do? Hit it? I like people wearing the disposable gloves for me. That's why I stay longer on the live stream as well. Okay, Sam. Nothing, just a headache. Probably. You're not gonna come up? Buzz. You're not gonna come up? It would be nice to have you up here. Like, they only give me 22 hours at this place. This is the countdown. Or something. Did you remember hitting your arm? You remember hitting your arm? I like your disposable gloves, Brookie. Thank you. Nope, I didn't hit my arm. So why is it hurting? Doesn't hurt just like that. James, hi. How you been, sweetie? What is up? What's cooking? Ah, keep dropping his phone. I'm gonna end up owning the telephone company. Like left ya doing good. You wanna come up, James? I'm okay. Just came from the doctor's. Okay, got headphones. Untangled and ready. But I will be fine. Oh, fuzzy. I think my cause the weather or whenever I took a nap, I sleep. Oh, you sleep over it. Okay. Got headphone, but it will be fine. You'll be fine. Oh, just put an ice pack on if you want. Okay, let's do this. Hey, RJ here. How are you? Are you feeling better? Everybody, give me a thumbs up. Good. That's what's up. Hey. Good. So you staying with me today? That's if you're not busy. There's my link if you want to go up on the panel. It's actually working. It's a first. Jose Pérez. Hey, bro. ¿Cómo está, Jose? What is up? How you been? You don't have a picture? Thank you, RJ. Hey, Jose. That's so cool. Did the link work? Here I go again on my own. Walking down the only road I never know. Panel up with Brooklyn guys, if you guys. Hmm. You wrote that twice. Weird. Oh, thank you, Buzz. I didn't. I thought you put something else. Thank you, Buzzy. I'm waiting for Michael. My time, sister. Okay, that's what's up. Sam, are you here? Sam's love. I keep hitting my head, but I will make it work worse. Why you keep hitting your head? That's not gonna work. You're making it worse. Worse. You don't have any headache pills? Do you try? Oh my god! You talk about headache. I'm about to get one. Laugh out loud. Yeah. If I hear somebody got a headache, I start getting one too. It's very simple. Buzz, can you stay here a minute? I gotta share myself out. I'll be right back. I gotta get my phone. Get my other phone. Oh, thank you. Who else is here? They want. How are you? West Haven, what's up, girl? How you been? Taylor Sellers, hello, hi.
Yeah. Oh, somebody going? Nice.
They did. Oh, I didn't even see him. Who's?
KT Cutler.
Who is it?
How's it going?
Okay, sweetie, and you?
Well, I just got done running back and forth to
Hindi
town.
ko mo galing man this here.
It's about a 40, 50-mile ride each way.
Okay, that's what's up.
I didn't want to get caught in the snow because it's going to snow tonight.
Wow, how many inches are you expecting?
Oh, probably light dusting, but the highway that I have to travel up and down 9 miles of it, they have a lot of wrecks when it snows. Let's put it that way. Because it's a hill. Yeah, I live out in west where there's a lot of mountains.
Yeah. Oh, lucky you. I'm juiced. What's up? What's up, Tupac?
So, did you ever figure out the how to sign up for Weibo or something? Or
Yeah, I did, and yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
And then
Yeah.
I went and betted on the other one, Bitcoin.
Yeah, well, there's Bitcoin's what a lot of people are putting money into, and it's in competition with the Federal Reserve, central banks, and I'm gonna tell you what, central banks are gonna win no matter what. They still stack gold in their banks, and they control the money flow in every country. So sooner or later they'll just snuff out crypto, but you can take the ride while you want, you know. But right now, crypto's hot. Everybody's buying that crypto, whether it's Cardano or stuff like that, or Ethereum. Everybody's buying crypto. So, in a way, it's not a bad investment, at this point. But you look at some countries have already outlawed Bitcoin, and that trend will continue as they go into the central bankers start to plan out their financial launch of their digital currencies. And of course, I mean, I don't know if you know this, but I had a friend, Joe. He lived over in La Palma over a decade ago. We were IT guys, and we talked a lot across the world. And he lived on La Palma. And when he was mostly retired, but he mostly traded currency. Now, a lot of people don't realize that a lot of parts of the world they trade currency. And do you understand why they do that?
No.
Okay. Well, if you have reserve currencies, there's some major ones. The United States dollar is the major prime reserve currency. That means everybody uses it. Japan, UK.
Yes, Tupac. Yeah. Sorry.
You know, if you look at the yuan for the Chinese, they're a prime reserve currency too, but less than I think 1.6% of the world uses it as a prime reserve currency.
Yes.
So when you want to go to some place and exchange your money for U.S. dollars, they charge fees for that.
Wow.
And that's where you get a currency market. And if you think about it, the currency market's 60 times bigger than the stock market.
Wow.
And these central bankers control the power of how stuff gets traded and bought. They control the money.
Yes.
So, yeah, what's up?
What's up, buddy? Yeah, I was just on that. I was just saying that topic. You were just talking about American money.
Tupac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up? But yeah, the American money, it goes up, it goes down. Canadian gets some. Americans, because I'm right in Canada, and the Mohawks, natives, they live right at the border. Yeah, it goes up, it goes down. American money.
I'm not too far from the border if you're in the western coast. So
I'm in East. I'm in Canada.
Yeah, so you're over there in Ontario or Quebec, one of the two.
Yeah.
Because you're not stupid enough to live in the middle of Canada and freeze your butt off, right, in Manitoba.
No. I'm in between Ottawa and Montreal.
Right.
Yeah. So it's cool right now. I got a heater on right now. I'm sitting in my party board. But yeah. Fuck that.
Yeah,
it's cool down here.
My wife used to work because she was in her first language was French. She used to work for
Je parle français.
No, I don't speak any of it. She always gave me a hard time for
it.
And she only usually and usually no, when she used to yell at me, it usually was in French, So.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, she worked for KitchenAid, which is a division of Whirlpool. And she did customer service and, register the products and troubleshoot the products with people before, they did stuff. And guess where she was based for the division in KitchenAid? It was Quebec and Montreal. Because she spoke French fluent.
I'm close there. I'm close.
Yeah, so she spoke French fluently, and so she got a job working at home, working for KitchenAid doing that.
Nice. I lived in Quebec City. I was close there, and I had to speak fucking French quick. I had to learn that shit quick because those people, you're Ontario, you don't speak French, they don't want nothing to do with you. You gotta learn that shit fucking quick.
Yeah, I was lazy. I had other things to do, like make money.
Exactly.
I didn't get too many complaints because at lunchtime, I had lunch ready by the time she got off lunch. Because she worked at home, so she got home cooked meals for lunch every week, So I didn't get that many complaints.
Yeah,
although she did tell my sister-in-law one time that I made her fat, so she starved for about a week. I didn't feed her. I said, "Cook your own food."
Did listen to that. I did listen to that. I lived in Quebec City. I actually was 45 minutes away from Quebec City. When I lived in Quebec, it was like a fucking 6-hour drive there and back. 3 hours there, 3 hours back. So,
right.
But yeah, you have to learn French quick there. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Jose.
Yeah. I can't say much in French. I'm not very good, but so I won't even attempt.
So
But
when you're really bitching with French, just be worried. You're like,
do I hear
okay,
something
dude.
like a car or something?
That's a train. I live next to the train, remember?
Oh, okay. Because I lost what he was saying just a minute ago.
Okay, Buzz.
I didn't hear you over the train pack.
It's all good. Fuck it.
So anyway, what I was talking about is the central banks control the money flow, and whenever you go to another country that isn't a prime reserve currency, you'll need to use their money, so you have to pay an exchange fee for your money. You notice how when you go into a bank and say you're going to go
Yeah.
over to, right?
Yes. Well, I live in Canada, and I'm close right to the border, and it's Native Americans. Yeah, the Akwesasne is like a Cola Island, little island place full of natives. And sometimes American money would go under. So if they would trade your shit, say for drugs, about weed, they give you American money. It's cool. Sometimes they go up, they go down.
Yeah,
Right?
I mean that's the
Go
exchange.
up and go down.
That's the exchange rate, though, you know. But there's always a
Yeah.
fee when you exchange the money and turn it into a different currency. So that's where they make their money at is
Yeah, that's bullshit. I know. That's bullshit.
right. But that's
Well,
what
just
they do.
like- yeah, just like say somebody orders a pizza and they have American money, and you're on the Ontario side, fucking, they pay. And they're like, no, we don't do these things.
Yeah. So what I was going to say is that Libya, remember Libya and Gaddafi?
No.
You know why they all went after Gaddafi?
Why?
He said, "The heck with your central banks. I'm going to print my own currency and gold coins." They didn't go over well because they didn't like that. You saw what happened to Gaddafi when he broke with the central bank. So my actual thing, the cryptocurrency has been outlawed in some countries already, and especially Bitcoin. And in the end, when these central bankers get their currency, a digital currency online, they're going to quell all the crypto. So you're going to be holding the bag on it. That's what I'm saying. But not yet. You still got plenty of time, but I know they're going to do that. So just saying.
Well, it's just like they're gonna off us one by one with this COVID shit. You know what I mean? The government is so fucked up. They're money hungry motherfuckers. What it is. It's all about
Well,
money.
we need to be very careful when we talk
No,
about the
dude,
CV thing.
come on, dude. It's a fucking flu. You get sick. Oh, you got COVID. Shut the fuck up, man.
No, but it'll
Not
affect her
like you,
channel.
though.
You don't want her channel to be taken down because of what you're saying.
Who's that?
That's what I'm
Oh no, I know. Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah. I mean, you can
Thank
use code.
you.
You can
Yeah,
use
bullshit.
code.
You're not allowed to say that. You're not allowed to type it in the chat or say it. Like, come on, man.
No,
YouTube's
you're not.
fucked
You're
anymore.
not supposed to do the conspiracy
Yeah.
of it's a BS thing. But we all know what
YouTube is
BS
fucked
is.
anymore.
Yeah.
YouTube is so fucked. I've been on YouTube 5-6 years. I'm telling you, the shit supposedly next year as of January 1st, anybody that has under 1,000 subs moves their channel. Totally, that's what I heard. But YouTube is so fucked anymore. It is. It's not fun. You can't say this. You can't say that. Like, fuck off.
Yeah, it's a challenge, and that's why I've seen a lot of these prepper channels are starting to get punched off again.
Like I used to be monetized. I had all that shit back in the day, but I lost
Right.
it. Big deal. But fuck it. Now it's like I don't even want to get paid. Now if you get paid more than $500, you have to claim that with income tax.
Yeah, it's 600.
Yeah.
and yeah.
Like now
you-
the shit fucked with YouTube. It's fucked. They want you to pay for StreamYards when we used to have Hangouts.
Give me a
It was free.
second. Red Book. Wait.
When we used to have Hangouts, it was free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your sound's a little choppy, so I have a hard time hearing you. It's breaking up.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, a lot better.
Yeah. No, we used to have hangouts. It was free to do like panels and shit.
Mhm.
They got rid of that and then used it stream. It's like, come on, man. Now they want us to pay for that shit. I ain't paying
Yeah,
for shit.
yeah, I ain't paying for it either. $20 is enough for me if I ever want
Exactly.
to do
I'll
something.
use the monthly shit and then I'll stream off my phone. I don't give a fuck. Like, man, I used to make money off YouTube and it's like now they want you to pay for this, pay for that. Fuck off.
I'd rather sell on eBay and make less money. eBay's about the same thing for me. You try to make money off eBay, you're really shoveling a lot of money their way, not your way. Same with this. So YouTube's just more of a social interaction for me.
Yeah.
There's no
Well,
way that.
there's like Anderson Henderson, this guy on YouTube. He's selling wrenches that you get free on YouTube for $5 for a week.
I'm
Like,
sorry,
come on.
didn't hear that.
I said, there's a guy, Anderson Henderson, selling wrenches on YouTube for $5 a week.
Wrenches?
Wrenches, yeah. $5 a week. They can do whatever they want, blah, blah, blah. It's like, I told him, dude, wrenches are fucking free. But
Wow.
Well,
yeah.
do we get a Patreon special access for that too? Where we get the wrench, or come on now.
Serious, right?
So,
Yeah,
I've been on YouTube a long time, man. I've seen a lot of shit. I've seen people get bullied, and not the guy committed suicide, but then they. You remember Kirby Locks? Oh,
Oh, I really haven't been on YouTube that long. I only got on YouTube to talk to people after my wife passed away from cancer. So,
sorry to hear that.
but I did post some technical videos and stuff like that. I think back in 2002 or something like that, or whatever.
I bet she was a good wife.
I know the channel's still up. I have a few videos up there about Joomla. So, yeah, I do a lot of IT.
Who am I talking to?
programming.
What's
Drop.
your name?
Yeah, you can call me Richard.
Richard. All right.
Yeah, I go by Drop because my actual name people call me is Dick.
Yeah, you can look under the white Tupac.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to. That's why I fucked this shit up. I put it in different letter so the trolls wouldn't fucking copy it, and then they did. I have so many troll accounts. Crazy.
Yeah, trolls are annoying. I wonder what those people really are trying to get out of the whole thing. Maybe they're just being paid $5 a month in China.
I've seen them bully somebody, commit suicide. I've seen them fucking make people lose their channels. I've seen it all. Like adopting babies on Facebook. I've seen it all, bro.
I know. There's a lot of assholes on YouTube. Let's just put it that way.
No fucking doubt.
Yeah, I told somebody last week to go fuck themselves because I was just tired of their lying bullshit and their libel and slander. I said, dude, you don't even know me, I mean, I'm a good guy. I try to help out other people, and just because I actually have to do security for websites that I have control of, since I'm a white hat hacker, I have to test out the defenses, on a website to make sure my clients don't get hacked, because my clients have their clients and their clients have businesses that do anywhere from $2 to $20 million a year or more. You know what I'm saying? So they're kind of important because these are real businesses. I run the security on the server. I set up the servers. I set up the whole box, load up all the software, whatever it is, code all the websites and do all that crap. And sometimes I even have to do graphic design, but I finally convinced most of my clients to use this other guy for graphic design, So that's pretty much what I do at home. That's my gig for the last 20 years.
How old are you?
Oh, I'm close to my 60s.
Oh,
late 50s. Yeah, I've been doing this for a while. Before I did this type of industry, I was an engineering type. So I worked in R&D in the military industrial complex, no doubt.
Yeah,
and the medical.
YouTube bullshit.
The what?
I said YouTube bullshit.
Yeah, Yeah,
Why-
YouTube is.
Why are you even here though? It's like, dude, you're smarter than that. The shit you
Well-
just told me. Why the fuck would you even be here?
I don't make any money off of this. It's just for
I
entertainment
got to do with
purposes.
money. I like I said, I see people that got bullied, suicide, not on the stream, but the next night, blah blah blah. I
you
see
can't-
people get
You
bullied.
can't rattle me.
I see people get dogged. I see it all.
I can't be bullied and I can't be dogged. And if you get in my face, I'm going to tell you to fuck the hell off. That's the
Yeah.
way I am. I'm not one of those suck ass pussy punks,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And I'm a pretty big guy, so you wouldn't want to argue with me with you in front of my face. That's for sure.
Are you from the country?
What's that?
Are you from like the country?
I didn't hear that.
Are you from the country?
Well, sort of. Grew up in
You
Montana.
have that accent. You have that accent.
Grew up in Montana. We moved around a lot as a kid. My old man worked for the federal government, Park Service, FAA, stuff like that.
Yeah.
He retired out as a GS-16. He was Army Air Corps before that, a private plane instructor, and just take me flying all the time when he worked for the FAA. We got to take a few flights over there to Puerto Rico a couple times with him. He said, "You want to go to Puerto Rico, son?" I said, "Yeah."
Right.
So I got to fly a few places and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That was fun. But no, when I got married, I moved to Georgia for about 20 years. So I did live in Washington State. The only reason why I come up back here is to take care of my parents before they passed away. The last 4
So
or
where
5
are you now? Where are you now?
We're just outside of Spokane.
Where's
Washington.
that?
It's on the West Coast. It's the eastern part of Washington State. It's right next to Idaho.
Bumfuck, Idaho.
The what?
I said bumfuck, Idaho.
Idahodian.
Bumfuck, Idaho.
Sarah, hi,
Hi.
sweetie.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi, Way Saving.
Hello. Scores.
Punch
What's
hammered.
up? Hey, shit never ends. Bullshit here, man.
Exactly. Man, did you see the shit that's been going on all week? That's why I haven't been live streaming.
Yeah, I haven't. Hi. Now, hello. How are you? I'm so tired of this shit, man. For real. Every time I come here, there's always a problem. Always a problem.
Exactly.
Always a problem. Always a problem. And you know what's funny? I ain't got nothing to do with it either, and I gotta keep hearing about it all the time.
You
I'm
know
tired of
what?
it.
YouTube,
Roger Bunny, hi, how you been?
but
What
YouTube
happened,
is fucked. Right? YouTube's been fucked for like 5 years now. Before
What?
it used to be fun. YouTube is fucked for like over 5 years. 5 years ago, YouTube used to be awesome. Now it's just fucked.
Yeah.
Last 5 years is fucked. Doxing,
Yeah.
squatting, bullying, fucking all that bullshit.
Yeah.
5 years ago, it was awesome.
What's up, Drop?
How much?
Drop. That's your name, Drop.
Yep, that's his name.
Hey, Brooklyn.
Drop it like
Brooklyn
this.
in the house. Hey, Tupac, me and Brooklyn live right near each other. We ain't far, about 2 hour and a half away from each other. Cheers.
Nice. Well, what the fuck up? These two are awesome.
We will be. We will be soon. When that will be, I don't know. Hopefully soon.
Don't tell us, just do it. Just be like,
We will.
damn, I'm live streaming with one of my best
We're gonna
buddies.
have fun, girl.
Yeah. I'll bring my son too, Brooklyn.
What's up? That's what's up.
Yep.
That's fun.
Well,
Yeah.
anyway, Brooklyn, if you had bought Matterport that day when I mentioned some of them stocks,
Mm-hmm.
MTTR,
Mhm.
things gone up like $6 or $7 a share since I told you that.
Oh wow.
So when I bought into it, oh geez, I think everything's freezing. When I bought into it, I paid $14.50.
That's
And it's
it.
I'll be right back. I gotta rock a piss.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's like 28, 30 something. So what am I making? Let's just say I'm almost 100% profit and loss on that.
Mhm.
So I'd like double
Hi,
the money.
Roger. Hi, Tara.
So what
Hi,
I was saying
Bubble.
was,
Marty, you want to come up?
what I was saying is those were the stock picks that I chose that I've been playing, and they've been doing pretty well for me. So
Mm.
So, anyways, those stocks that I bought, I have a list of them. I'm up 30 to 100% on profit and loss. So,
Oh, okay.
so they've done pretty well. In fact,
Which one, Dow Jones or Nasdaq?
no, the smaller stocks,
Ah,
like MTTR, PLTR,
okay.
SPIR. I'm waiting on that one to pop. They're going to have a board meeting. They're going to have the final vote on the stock merger on the
Okay.
18th. So Friday may
Oh,
be
okay.
interesting, but definitely next week is going to be interesting. Now,
Wow.
Matterport, MTTR, you know why that
Mhm.
stock is going up so much?
I have no idea.
Because they have a 3D imaging device that
Mhm.
is so accurate with measurements and everything else. Insurance companies are picking it up and using it for insurance claims, and it's
Wow.
increasing the processing of those insurance claims by 400 to 500% in time. So
Wow.
it's really catching on the insurance industry now. The real estate industry, it's starting to kick in there too. So you can expect. I'm expecting that stock, and this is my own personal investment. It's not financial advice, not a financial advice or a fiduciary, but I expect that stock to be somewhere in the mid 30s by the low 30s by next week or the week following. Sometime.
Oh, cool. Yeah, maybe Tupac can invest. Maybe we can invest in whiskey.
Yeah, no doubt. Like, I don't know. Fuck.
Well,
Yeah.
I do have a still and all the stuff to make whiskey with. So
Oh, okay. Like I said,
Yeah, I don't
scores.
drink
Shit
Alberta
never
Premium.
ends. Shit never ends, Tupac. Shit never ends, Pac.
Oh
come
man,
on,
you see
man.
my shit.
You don't
see
want
my shit.
you don't want Drop's good old time rock gut.
What? What? What?
Rock gut. Rock gut.
Nah, West
Come on
Haven see
now.
my shit. The shit never fucking ends.
Man, don't listen, Drop. I've
Yeah,
been on here for what, 3 years, and it's funny.
like,
You know what? It's Pac. And listen, none of it involves me. I don't even really care
yeah,
about YouTube that much, and I still
exactly.
hear the same. It's like the same old shit every damn day.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Every
he-
every freaking
I
day.
don't know if you ever saw my stepson. He's 15 years
Yeah.
old, and he's
Yeah.
awesome. I don't know if you ever saw him, but there's a couple people on there fucking like, I'm not mentioning no name. Oh, let me fix this shit. Couple people on here with him. Shit. Oh fuck. Let me fix this shit. Oh.
Yeah, you're not supposed to put your camera on your
Anyway.
drink, dude. It doesn't work very well.
It's not my drink. Fuck, it's not my drink.
Yeah,
Fuck,
right.
watch this shit.
Hey, Brooklyn, I might be live tomorrow, Thursday.
Okay, baby.
I'll let
What
you know.
time?
Yeah.
What time?
I don't know. It's maybe if I don't go Wednesday, probably about 8 or about before 8. No, but definitely be early.
Okay.
My
Yeah,
candle.
but see,
right
but
there.
listen, me and Pac been on for how many years? I've been on Pac, like 4 years. Me,
Exactly. I
and
speak all man.
I love being. Listen, don't get me wrong. I love you guys. I love being on here. I have nothing against anybody. It's just every time I come up here, it's like you're cool with people, and it's like the same. It's like. Even if you're not involved, you still hear the same shit all the time. You get, even if it's not involved with you, you don't want to stay away.
Exactly.
It's still the same old shit. You don't want. It's not. It has nothing to do with you, and you're not involved. Like with me, it has nothing to do with me. But Pac, I always hear, even when I'm not around, I hear the same thing. You get tired of it after a while.
Yeah, it's true.
Everybody has
Nothing
to find
changes.
new friends. Everybody
Huh?
has to find new friends because you know what? All it is attacking people, finding out what they are, who they are, your best friends with them. 2 weeks later, a month later, they fucking turn on you, flip off you, fucking leak your address. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta find the real YouTubers that don't fucking,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That's all it is.
Mhm.
It's nothing but bullshit. And that's why I stopped. Like when I got paid, I lost my channel. Blah blah blah. Did all that shit.
Yeah.
After that, like I don't care. Now it's like I'll drink, listen to music, join panels. I don't give a fuck.
Me neither.
And
I mean, if I get monetized, I get monetized. I don't. I mean, I would like
Right.
to, but like you know, I don't get it.
Yes.
I don't care.
Like if you lose the channel, who fucking cares? Make a new email. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I took your channel down. I mean, who cares? I lost channel. Who cares?
Right?
Fuck it. Crack a new email.
That's why my garden channel was all puppies and kittens, okay? Because I don't care.
Like all you guys that are scared of losing channels, all these guys who are scared of losing channels are pussies. Who cares? Lose a channel. You find all your friends. You find all your old friends. Something.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're right. There's a
funny.
lot. You're right. There's a lot of dickheads. They no, hi, how are you? And then they're friends, and then like they turn on your ass. And
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've seen it all, bro. I've seen it all.
Yeah, I just
I
get
mean-
when they start that shit, I just like okay, go fuck yourself.
Whatever.
I'll go somewhere else and have a good time.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
Me,
Listen, Brooklyn Jack, you can ask Pac, you know me for a long time. Have I ever caused any trouble with anybody since you know me?
No,
Okay.
but I warned you about people, and you're like, I did. I warned you about people.
Oh, that's all you
got.
gotta say. Yeah, no, that's all you gotta say. I got you.
Oh yeah, I know you a long time. You never caused any problems, but people brought that shit to your place, and I was just like, don't believe, come on, don't.
But I did. But I just,
Yeah, you do your own shit. But
Oh,
that's
I really,
me.
Tupac,
Right
I really,
now, sorry, dude, I don't mean to cut you off, but right now, YouTube is all about drama. Unless you can pull off a fucking miracle, a stunt,
Yep.
like a prank that'll get mad views. Right now, it's all about drama. Like, I can porn bomb you right now, and be like, boom, bring in lots of views, shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, porn bomb you, try to fuck with you.
I really love the Tupac. I really love the prepper community because they're the first ones to turn on each other and call each other shields.
The what? The what community? The what?
The prepper community. The prepper community. At the prepper community. Prepper
What's that?
community.
What's that?
Oh, we got to be prepared and all this stuff, and they're all a bunch of shills, and they end up turning on each other and calling each other shills. They eat each other alive. They're such morons. They're trying to help people survive. But buy my shit. Buy this food for 25 years. Here's this crap. Here's that crap. And, this guy's a shill because he's doing that. It's like, oh, my God. They're not even concerned about other people. They're just concerned about their own ass. That's about what it is.
Oh, okay.
And they turn on each other like you're talking about. Big time.
Yeah.
Nah, you already know YouTube is fucked. It is so fucked right now. Like, I don't even like it. That's why I come here, I get drunk, then I sleep. Before I used to sleep straight, fuck with the pranksters, the fucking scammers. I did all that shit. I had one fucking scammer wanted to go on a date with me. She wanted to go on a date with me, but she's like, I have to ask my boyfriend in Florida. The one guy wanted to fight me, and the other girl said happy birthday.
Oh, wait a minute. Wasn't there a guy supposed to box with you or something? Or whatever it was?
Yeah. He's like, I'll meet you at the end of the border.
Some guy? I don't remember. I know you mentioned it.
You remember that? Yeah, holy shit. Is it?
I had some fat trucker want to do a cage match with me.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
He said,
Tupac,
I'm
you said something about some guy
6'1" and 254
Right.
pounds and all that shit. And I said,
Wasn't there a guy that was supposed to?
215 pounds. I
Right.
took karate for 10 freaking years. I served in the military. I've done a lot of shit.
Amen.
You really want to
Ooh,
get that your bad heart?
Hey, those scammers are fucking donkey dick
Hi,
riders.
Sarah. I'm sorry, baby.
Oh,
You okay?
I didn't hear much
Yeah,
about
take-
cage match
yeah.
after I told him that. I mean,
What
like,
did he say,
One man
Brooklyn?
doesn't
He
know.
said, Brooklyn, he said donkey dick riders or what?
Oh, yeah. Tupac, say
Yeah.
what you always say in the beginning of your show.
Bitch,
Sniffing
holy
panties,
package.
some shit like that. Go ahead.
I want to hear it too, because I think it's funny.
I love when he says that. I love it. That's what got me to go to his channel. Oh, you frozen.
I think we lost him.
Yeah, he be back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to watch out in Walmart when I go to Walmart because
Why?
there's a lot of people that are about 5'4", and I have to look down all the time, keep from stepping on them.
How
Too funny.
hackers,
You're messing up,
gangsters,
Tupac. Oh, there you
quitters.
go. No, you're
What were you
messing
saying?
up.
What'd you say?
Okay, pimps, hoes, hackers, haters, trolls, gangsters, quitters, panty sniffers, stalkers, flip-floppers,
Love it.
quitters, spitters, donkey dick riders, e-baggers. It's your motherfucking boy, the white Tupac. You guys know what
But you
there is?
got panty sniffers.
Yeah.
Panty sniffers, yeah.
Panty sniffers.
Where the hell? I got a question. Where the hell did you get panty sniffers from?
Okay, there's a
Yeah,
guy
you
Steve
say
Coates.
panty sniffers.
Okay,
I thought it said panty lickers.
there's a guy Steve Coates.
Did
Okay,
you say
there's a guy.
panty lickers or panties?
What was it?
Panty
What was
sniffers.
Panty sniffers.
What did you say?
He said
No, I
lick-
said where'd you get that panty sniffers from? That's what I want to know.
Okay, there's a guy Steve Coates, Steve C, 1994. This guy was running for election or whatever. He's just a young guy or whatever, council shit. He failed. He tried to stalk these girls on Facebook and say who you vote for, blah blah blah, and then he got he went to court for stalking these girls.
Oh.
He stalked people on
You
YouTube.
hear me?
So anyways, somebody just came out of the blue and says, "You're a penny sniffer because you're a stalker."
Hi, how you doing?
A panty? Okay. Yeah, you say flip floppers and shit.
Yeah, say it again because you got messed up. I didn't hear it.
Okay, can you
I
hear
wanna
me?
hear it
Can you
again,
hear me
too.
now? Can you hear me now?
No, because
Yeah.
your voice is kind of, I don't know. Your
Can
internet,
you
I
hear me
guess.
now? Can you hear me
Yeah.
now?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, let's just depend. Let's just
Okay.
let's
I'm
just
ready.
pretend,
Go ahead.
let's
Whoa.
pretend we can't hear him and then act like we don't hear things he says for 2 minutes.
I'm ready.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Tupac.
Go ahead, Tupac.
Pimps, hoes, hackers, haters, trolls, gangsters, quitters, panty sniffers, stalkers, flip-floppers, quitters, shitters, spitters, donkey dick riders. It's your motherfucking boy, the white Tupac. Because
What?
do you
Wait a
know
minute.
how people listen?
What'd you say,
You know how
Granny?
people-
What? Granny? What?
Panty sniffers.
You said Granny something. Granny Strippers, I think it was. Didn't you say Granny
Pimps,
Strippers?
hoes, hackers, haters, trolls, gangsters, quitters, panty sniffers, stalkers, flip-floppers, quitters, and shitters and spitters.
Shitters and spitters.
Oh God.
Oh, wow.
And so
Well,
you didn't make
know
any
how
money
people
off?
always upload. You know how people always upload their own little videos in
Yeah.
this little fucking shit before they start their shit. So I said, "Fuck it, I can't do that. I'll just make up my own shit." Bam, and I run it. And everybody loves it. They're like, "That's awesome, fuck." How do you still
That's
remember
what
that?
got me to go to your channel when we were like, well, I don't know, in a line. You started saying that, and then you said follow you, and I follow you. I'm like, oh shit.
Mhm.
Ever
Yeah,
since,
exactly.
because you said that, that's why I came to your channel.
Right.
Exactly.
You know, I could see that if you're doing
With
a
his
humorous channel.
funny thingy.
What?
I've never actually seen any of your stuff, Tupac, but maybe I do want to watch it now.
Well, check me out. I'm the white Tupac. I don't know if I can.
Don't you got social media, Pac? He don't got no Facebook, I don't think, or Instagram. None of that. He got Twitter.
No,
Huh?
you know what it was? When I first started YouTube, I went in with my first name. I didn't know shit. Went in, fucking started attacking these people, changed my name. Boom. They found me on
Yeah.
Facebook.
So what do you got? Hangouts? What do you got? Hangouts and Twitter or just Hangouts?
I know.
That's all
I
you
had
got.
Twitter. I had Twitter. I found that was like, it's like the fucking 6
Hi,
o'clock news.
Sarah.
You gotta fight with everybody on Twitter. Fuck that.
Yeah,
Hey,
Twitter's
Sarah.
kind of fun. I made a comment to one of my senators in the state, and they
Sarah.
flagged it.
Like,
And then I
had
wasn't able
Donald
to,
Trump.
but I
I
could
had
not
Donald-
get back on Twitter unless I deleted the tweet.
Dude,
So,
Oh,
I had
wow.
Donald Trump. I had Donald Trump follow me, and I'm from fucking Canada. Why the fuck would that guy want to follow me? I mean, for real life. I swear to God, my kids, I swear to God, my dog, my cat, yeah. Like, why the fuck is he gonna want to follow me?
Special birthday.
I don't know. I just get on Twitter to pick up some news, fake news, good
Fuck
news,
Yeah.
half news. just to
Fuck.
tell my local politicians.
Hey,
don't
Brooklyn
really
chick,
like
I'm
me.
gonna go hit the shower. I'll be back in a little bit. I'll try to come back later.
Hey, Elaine,
Okay, sweetie.
Elaine,
What?
Elaine. That's what your
Yeah.
mom said. That's what
Oh
your
yeah,
mom
that's what your
said.
dad. That's what your. Oh yeah, that's what your baby mama said. How about that? No, I'll be back. I love you guys. I'll be back in a little bit, guys.
Okay.
Nice
Yeah.
seeing you, Drop. I'll be back. Bye,
Yeah,
Tupac.
you too.
Bye, Brooklyn. I'll be back in a little bit. Love you guys. Much
Okay,
love. Bye.
sweetie.
Bye.
What's wrong, Tara?
I can't read the chat.
Hi. Hi, Michael.
Yeah, so it's a lot of fun on YouTube. You get to play reindeer games and everything else, So it's just, I
I
just
tried
get tired.
that shit. I don't know how the fuck you hook up games to your phone and shit.
Why? Why don't you tell your father to take you to the hospital, sweetie? You know, doctors do make mistakes.
Fuck.
Oh, by the way, if you want to know the truth, the mRNA has been in a lot of shots for a while now.
Call me.
Not just the one they're giving out now.
Yeah, that's bullshit. This COVID shit is bullshit. I swear
We
to
know.
God,
Love you.
all it is, bro, I'm telling you, the COVID, it's just like a fucking flu. It's all it is.
Ooh.
Yeah,
It's a fucking flu.
it's all the Great Reset from the World Economic Forum. They're going to do their thing again. And the Bretton Woods thing, remember that? That was the big reset, And now they're going to do this big reset because they know the climate's effed. And
the beginning was, remember, China fucking something about a bat shit and this and that, bat food, and everybody got.
yeah, we all know who has the patents on that stuff, right? Mr. Billy Goat and the Keebler Elf.
Dude, I only drink maybe once a year. I drink whiskey all the time. I don't even drink. All it is, it's a fucking food. That's all it is. It's COVID shit. The fucking food.
That's what it really is. In fact, that's what
the
flu is called.
HN1? Exactly, and the HN1, and then ammonia, you get ammonia, HN1, you get the flu. That's all it is. They're just picking up fucking maintenance shit.
I remember this on Twitter yesterday. This one gal posted a thing from the 1960s all the way to now. It's one crisis after another, and all the BS, we're all going to freeze to death. That's what I heard back in the 70s when I was in school, right? Now we're all going to roast, but really we're all going to freeze because we're on a declining mini ice age. And we're not even close to the Roman Empire period where they had the roaming, where they had the warming period. So you tell me how we're going to burn up when the Romans didn't burn
Carmen, hi.
The charts don't show it. You know what I'm saying? It's BS. We're getting colder as a climate, and pretty soon you'll be a popsicle over there in Canada.
The world is switching. Like right now, sometimes we don't even get snow, and it's like these guys or other people are getting snow. And it's like the world is changing.
The Earth tilts in a natural cycle every 12,000 years, 12,028 years, whatever you want to say. But it tilts from 23.5 degrees to 40 degrees. And everything gets messed up. The jet stream gets choppy. Everything goes to hell. And you have extreme droughts. You have extreme weather. And you have floods. And we're seeing the beginning of it. In about 2028, you're going to see the full brunt of it.
Yeah.
It's called the Grand Solar.
I know when I went to school, the snow was so fucking high, and now it's like snow's not high. Some winters it is, or fucking freezing. It goes up, goes down, but the world is shifting. Sometimes I see 1 year there was no snow at the Christmas time. December 25th.
Remember the
So,
70s? Well, you may not remember the 70s, but I do. Remember when they
no,
lost all those mail
definitely-
trucks in Chicago? There's so much snow was buried.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what my dad said. I'm born in '78, but that's what my dad said. When he went to school, there was fucking snow up to his knees, and he's like, it was crazy.
Yeah, I remember one in Christmas in Montana when I was a wee lad. About I was under 7. I think it was about 5. There was no snow on the ground on Christmas Eve, and there was a wind blowing. The next morning, woke up, there was like 5 feet of snow on the ground.
Wow.
We basically had the
You know, my
tunnel.
dad. I gotta fill my drink though. But you know, what my dad did one time. This guy walked like, this guy would still fucking shovel. He'd drive a truck and no legs. And he's out shoveling one day, and my dad was like, "Listen, why don't you go help the shovel the guy? Help him shovel." He's like, "Fuck that! The snow's up to his knees."
Yeah, I remember one time when the snow was so bad,
Hold on,
My
let me
dad-
go fill up.
my dad went to back up his big, big truck. It was a dual diesel Chevy or a Dodge or something. I can't remember what it was anymore. It's one of those duals, big heavy truck, one ton truck. He backed up to get out of a parking space, and he ran over a car. Didn't even know it was there. It was covered in snow. It's not that bad. So, yeah, I've seen blizzards, and to tell you the truth, when I was growing up as a kid, the weather was a lot worse than it is now, especially for snow. I mean, we got buried. And yeah, I did walk to school, unless there was a blizzard. I walked to school about 1.5 miles each way every day. And there was snow, and the weather was more extreme back then than I think it is now. But I think that's about to change. I think we're going to go back in the cycle where we're going to have lot. You're going to have one part of the country going to be dry and a drought and warmer, and the other 2/3 of the United States on the East Coast are going to freeze their butts off like they did last year.
Fuck you, East Coast shit. I heard that.
Yeah, because it's tilting. Alaska's starting to tilt.
Oh
towards the east.
yeah, it's melting. Oh my lord! And I want to go visit there.
You know what's fucked? People are buying skidoos left and right, and they can't even drive them because our fucking weather's so fucked up anymore. It is. The weather's so fucked up. Like people are buying skidoos. Sometimes they only drive them for like 2 months in the winter because we have no snow and shit.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why.
Mal and Ben were telling me about that.
Tupac and Drug. I'll be right back. Okay.
Bridget. They live up in the Quebec area, in an Ontario area, and yeah, they're not really getting a lot of snow yet. I mean,
Exactly.
they got a dusting,
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Remember
Like,
that?
The shit changed so much down here. It's crazy.
Yeah, well, that's because of a choppy jet stream because of the grand solar wind kicking in. That's going to continue. The weather patterns are going to be extreme. You're going to have feast or famine, basically drought or a flood or, that kind of weather. And you're going to see the middle of the country really get hit. That Arctic air is going to reach down into the middle of the country, down in the United States. So all that Midwest stuff and all the way down to Arkansas stuff, you're going to have a lot of harsh weather.
Well, like Mexico or whatever, somewhere down there, they had rain. 2 days later, we had fucking rain. It's bullshit.
Well, it's just adapting weather.
The weather is shifting. It is shifting, and the weather is changing.
Yeah, but you know what's always been a good grow zone? A little certain part in Ukraine, and Russia knows that a lot of their stuff's going to be shut down, even though they're the largest producer of grain. And why do you think they want Ukraine? Because they control the food. They can control Europe. That's why they're going for it.
The thing is, too, they with the fucking time shift, they shouldn't do that. We shouldn't have a time shift. That's fucking bullshit. I think that's bullshit. The time shift.
You're talking about interdimensional shifts.
Well, every year, once a year, fall, spring, clock goes back an hour ahead. And
Oh, you're talking.
hour.
Okay, you're not talking interdimensional shifts because that's a whole different subject. What you're talking about is daylight saving time.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Well,
It's
it used to be
bullshit.
that way.
Rob,
It used to be that way for the fact is that people could get home before it got dark. But you know how that goes up north. It gets up. I'm almost at the. I'm around the 47th parallel. Okay, so you know, about December 21st is the darkest day in it. It'll be about 3:30, just after 3:30 p.m. in the afternoon, and it'll be dark outside.
what?
So, oh yeah,
Holy
yeah.
fuck, that's crazy. Where's
No,
that? Where's
yeah.
that?
I'm just west of Spokane.
No, I don't know what that is.
Well, that's
Alberta.
eastern Washington State. That's on the west coast. Washington
Wow.
State. That's on the east side of the
Oh,
state. You
Washington.
know. Yeah. I mean, in some, I'm at a higher higher latitude than some of Canada over there on the
3
east coast.
o'clock dark. That's crazy. Holy fuck. That's
Well,
not.
it's already starting to get real, starting to get dark around 4:30ish. Close to
That's
5.
crazy. That's
You know.
crazy. That's not. It's supper time.
Oh, summertime you get long days just like you do in
No,
Montana.
it's supper time. And it's dark that time. Like, get the fuck out of here. That's crazy.
And that's the way it is, though. I mean,
Here
you
it's
live.
like 6, 7 o'clock. That's
Well,
okay.
you're probably at a lower latitude than I am, because you're probably on the 45th or 44th or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a difference because I'm actually a lot, as far as it's concerned, as the latitude is a lot higher than most of Eastern Canada, unless you go up to the extremes where nobody lives anyway. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I like Canada for some certain shit, but I don't know. The States, I just like it for the American money. I like the American money, even though it goes up and down. It's just like, that's cool money.
well,
There's certain things you can do in the States you can't do in Canada.
I've visited Vancouver a few times over here on the west coast, in Canada. It's a pretty nice area.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vancouver. I've been to Vancouver a few times.
Yeah, they have a show called Heartland, and they actually over Vancouver, BC, and all that shit.
Yeah, it's not much different than Bellingham. Bellingham's right at the border up here on the the western part of the coast of Washington State. That's pretty close to the border of Canada. Vancouver's not much different, in my opinion.
Well, if you watch my videos, you'll see I go on my e-bike, and it's like you'll see the border right there, and it goes boom right to the States. You see the bridge go across.
Oh yeah, I'm only 80 miles from the border from Canada, and it'd be easy just to drive over and drive back in,
Yeah.
In fact, when I was getting out these little portable CB radios, I actually threw one over the fence. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
There was no fence. Here's your, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. Weather's going to get more extreme, and the growing zones are going to change, and people are going to have to adapt and grow different stuff. I mean, I don't how much longer over in Western Canada they can continue to grow the safflower and stuff like that to make the oil. I think they're going to have to switch to sorghum and stuff like that and a rye, or barley, because they're not going to be able to grow the wheat and safflower and stuff for the oil. They're going to have to change what they grow.
Well, I don't know. Where I'm at, it's fucked. It's fucked. Like, we lost drip clubs. We lost fucking mostly bars. We have a couple bars now. We lost strip clubs. We lost a lot of good restaurants. It's fucked up.
Well, yeah, that's part of the reset plan is to go ahead and take the wealth, and they basically try to put small businesses out of them. They pick the winners, and that's. But there's always a winner in the end. Even a small guy can win if he's smart enough about where he puts his money, or she.
Yeah. Well, we had bikers. They fucked with our shit bad.
I thought you had a big air show around there too every year or something like that. Didn't you?
Yeah. July 1st, Canada Day.
Yeah, well, there's a big air show. I think I've been there before when I was a kid, but see, I'm actually frozen back because my great grandfather swam across the river from Canada.
Nice.
Terry, he worked. He was an ag engineer, and he actually developed stuff. But back then during the Depression, he was making $500 a month, which was good money.
Yeah.
But he was an engineer, and he worked in the agricultural industry. I can't exactly. He almost went into business with Henry Ford, but he decided not to. Did something else. But that story's a little incomplete, even though I have the family history on disc. So.
Yeah, no doubt.
Well, we got us tracing all the way back to Liverpool and over in England, and half of them were not really from England. They were just Viking pirates that came from Sweden. They were Dane, Swedish, so mostly Dane and Swedish.
Well, where I'm at right now, I don't know. I'm 43, and within the past 2 years, it's all Packies, those fucking turban wearing motherfuckers, taking over our jobs. All the corner stores. There's no more white people. That's what I mean. The world has changed so much. And you know what? Our government pays these guys to come over here. And these guys open up stores, they're driving taxis.
Well, there was a time where if they had enough money to buy into the United States, they could go ahead and buy a business and start a store, and then they could bring the world to a store.
No, the government here pays them to come over here, and they do taxis, 24/7 shops, stores. They change their names.
Well, yeah, they did the same thing in the U.S. too. I mean, once they got over here, when one family member could actually buy into a business, then they could start getting grants, loans, and stuff like that from the government, and then they start bringing their entire families over.
Yeah, exactly. Like a 2-bedroom, there's like 5 people in the 2-bedroom.
I've seen it worse. I lived in Atlanta for 20 years in that area, and everybody from the world comes over there. So there's a lot of international. I lived in Atlanta, Georgia area. Yes.
Okay, have you ever watched that Empire Boardwalk? That show?
I don't watch TV.
Okay, because I'm just wondering if that's where was the boardwalk in Atlanta.
Well, I'm pretty familiar with Atlanta. I lived there almost 20 years in that area.
Yeah, the boardwalk.
No, but there's a lot of international farmer markets there. There's the Chinese one. There's the one for the Africans. There's the one for the whatever, So there's a lot of stuff there where you can buy a lot of diverse food. And, so I visited those quite a bit and shopped quite a few of them. But yeah, you look at Atlanta and it's an international city as far as cultures go. There's so many there, you have no idea. There's not just the Mexicans and stuff like that. Guatemalans and Venezuelans and everything, people from South America, people from Africa, and even people from Europe.
Yeah.
Eastern Europe.
I watched the Boardwalk Empire, and it was on Atlantic Boardwalk. I don't know if that's real or not, but I seen that shit, and it was like, that's nice in Atlanta.
I never heard of it. I mean, I do know a lot of parts of Atlanta. I mean, but
well, I'm surprised you never seen that show. Empire Boardwalk.
I never. I think you're talking about Empire on Netflix or something like that.
Yeah, with Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, from there. But I don't have Netflix anymore. I got rid of it. I didn't like the content that they were producing. Um,
I have
I
an
just
Android box. I have all kinds of apps. I can watch anything, and I pay $50 for 3 months, and I have
yeah
3,000 channels. So I can watch any pay-per-view, any show. I can watch movies at theaters before they're even playing.
yeah. There's a few channels out like that. Um, Not sure about the legality of it, but I really don't watch a lot of TV anymore because it's all pre-programmed. It's just for mind
Yeah,
control, and that's
fucking repeat. Some of them are stuck on repeat. It's like, dude, I just saw this the other day.
yeah. If you watch a show, a lot of them have the theme of even back in the '70s for their NWO stuff, and the mind control and how we're going to go ahead and move the sheep or cattle. I call them cattle because if you really want to think about it, you start with Tiamat when this planet was started, when those poor suckers crashed on here and brought their little minions with them. Yeah, you can't find the missing link unless you look at Tiamat. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So you like the old honeymooners, Fonzie? Dude's
I've watched the
awesome.
Honeymooners when I was a kid.
Oh, fuck yeah, I love that show. I
That
love
with
that show.
Jackie Gleason. Jackie Gleason
Yeah,
was funny as shit. I tell you.
yeah, yeah. Norton, I've been waiting for you. One of these days, I'll pow right to the moon.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
I watched I Love Lucy too because I sat there
Yeah,
and watched it with my grandmother when she babysitted me.
yeah, yeah.
Some good old shows, but gotta
Back
watch
in
a
the day.
lot of westerns because the old man liked to watch westerns, and we
Yo,
only had
John Wayne.
one TV in the whole house. So
Oh, dude, my buddy had one of those 4 mile TVs. And you could walk, when he lived in an apartment, you could walk by his apartment and rattle your change, and it would change his channel.
yeah, you're talking to somebody that grew up as a kid that their first TV was a 19-inch black and white with a console.
I'm
And
talking about
we
the 4 mile ones.
then we finally got a color one, right? And my father bought me a Radio Shack electronics kit, so I learned. And then when I was 13, then 15, when the TV blew up, I fixed it. So yeah. So
Yeah, I
yeah.
like the Jeffersons, All in the Family. I like all that old shit.
Oh yeah, All in the Family. Meathead's doing a good job right now, right?
Yeah.
I think they named him right because he's still a meathead.
Yeah, yeah. I like Married with Children too. Fucking Bundy.
Yeah,
Those
he
guys,
hid.
Bundy.
I loved how he hid the cash under the toilet seat. That was hilarious.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
and yeah, I remember the Jeffersons cracked me up too. I love
Oh
the
my God.
Jeffersons. Oh, and
That's what my stepson
Sam,
said. That's what my stepson says. You're just like Jefferson. You're an old grouch.
Samson's and Son. Remember that one?
Oh, fuck yeah.
The kid's always going like, "What the fuck are you talking about, old man?" Red with Red
Yeah,
Fox.
yeah, Jefferson. Different
I mean,
strokes wasn't too bad. I like that show too.
they show those comedies today. I think they would probably get banned.
Yeah.
Gotta watch some other channel where they, have all people
I
watch
watched that shit. I have it on my Android box. Like I said, I pay $50 for 3 months,
it. Right.
and I got like 3,000 channels. Every
Yeah.
channel.
I just don't have a lot of time to watch shit. I'm busy doing stuff. I follow the
But
stock market quite a bit.
I do
Uh-huh.
have the 24/7, and that's what has all the old shows. Golden Girls, fucking Family Ties. I never liked that shit, but
Well, the Golden Girls are kind of funny, but Family
Golden
Ties,
Girls.
you can have it.
Yeah. I wasn't too much in the family. What's that one with Charlie Sheen? 3.5 Men.
I never watched it. I saw one episode and I like,
Yeah.
nah, click.
No,
You know, not gonna watch it. Not gonna do it.
no.
Um,
Like I watched it. The guy has his legs crossed over like a fucking faggot, and it's like, dude, you're always drunk. You're banging out all. No, I have respect for women, but you know what I mean. Like it's just a bad show. 3.5 Men or 2.5 Men. Yeah, it's bullshit. That show.
was it 3.5 inches or 3.5 men?
2.5 Men. 3.5 Inches, maybe. Like, come on. You have a brother living there. Your other brother and the nephew. Like, come on, man. And you have a maid in the house. The fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's just too funny. I mean, some of the shows are good and some of them are just like, the shows today. Trash. So,
Yeah. And
I mean,
dude, I have a show that's called "You Can't Do That in Television." I don't know if you remember that. That is an old show. That was an old one.
I never found the that one show that had Bob Saget on it. The funny show where
American, yeah, American fucking faggot videos.
yeah, I thought his show was stupid. I never thought any of his stuff was funny.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. I think it was all set up. I think it was like rigged because that shit wasn't funny at all.
America's funniest videos or something like that. I think, but
Yeah, it wasn't funny at all.
that was
That
like
was
a puppies and kittens show. It's like, oh yeah, puppies and kittens,
It was like that fucking fuck. What was that blue guy there? That fucking kid show there.
I'll tell you what I really liked. I liked that show, Cheaters. Remember that show, Cheaters?
Yes, I watch that all the time, bro. Every weekend, listen to Michael. I was like, "Is that what you're gonna watch?" I'm like, "I love this shit." You're right into the drama. I watch it every weekend.
Yeah. I think he's cheating on me. Oh, really? Huh. Oh, well, we found him with 3 whores in the parking lot, a stripper,
Yeah.
everything else. He really loves
Here
you.
we go. We're rushing to the bar, and that's it. You're busted.
Yeah, no shit. That show was funny as crap when they got busted.
It's still on. It's still on. Yeah.
I don't know. Is it still on?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's still on.
I mean,
Yeah.
Housewives of Atlanta probably would be a funny one too, or that
I
shit.
don't know about that, but like I said, I have an Android box. I pay for 3,000 channels, at least $2,050 for 3 months. One channel don't work, you go to the US, go to Canada, go to another one. So
Yeah,
I get everything.
I really don't pay for anything anymore. I just watch YouTube sometimes, and then whatever. I mean, I just don't really want to pay for anything anymore. I don't care.
Yeah,
It's not like I can't afford it. Just why would I spend money on that?
Yeah.
It's better just to go ahead and get a membership on one of these YouTube channels and write it off as a business expense. I do that
Yeah.
with some stock channels. Because I do watch a lot of their stock channels, and they do have some good tips. And when I see what's something I like, I research the hell out of it and find out if it's really a good deal for me to do. You know what I'm saying? I do the research, the due diligence.
I pay $100 for a box. It comes with like a bunch of apps. We'll say and sometimes I can watch movies that are out before the theaters. That's free with the box. You pay $100, you got a bunch of apps. And then you pay $50 for 3 months and you get like 3,000 channels. Everything you think of. Every live pay-per-view, hockey channel, sports channel, pay-per-view wrestling, everything.
Well, I quit watching sports when they started kneeling. Sorry to tell you. I could care less nowadays.
Yeah. I used to like hockey back in the day when it was Patrick Waugh.
I used to watch the Oilers back in the days years ago.
Yeah. And now it's just bullshit. It's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I mean they're babies. I mean, so they get slammed against the glass. Big deal.
Remember
Penalty
these
box.
guys? Yeah, remember these guys back in the day had no fucking helmets.
You got
Like,
sticked. Deal with it.
yeah,
I mean, when we played on the ice pond over there in Montana, we didn't
yeah,
have any helmets, pads, or nothing. We just had a
exactly.
stick, the damn puck. It's
Fuck.
like it was fun.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
Now they're all
American
flying.
football versus rugby. Rugby you don't have any more helmets.
Uh,
They go
I,
out there and
I don't know.
tear each other
I,
up.
I don't know about much about rugby, but I know my son was in that back in the day, but I never paid attention to that shit.
It's like playing full contact football with your friends in the field somewhere in the snow. You don't have any pads or helmets. You just go and nail the hell out of each other, and knock somebody out. I mean, throw the ball, whatever, run it. You're running in the damn snow. Have you played football in the snow? American football in the snow?
No.
We
No.
used to do that as kids
I used to play
with
full
no
hockey.
helmets, no pads, no nothing, just the ball. And you block this guy, and when you tackle, you're going to hit somebody hard.
I
So
used to play full hockey in prison in Kingston Penitentiary.
mhm.
It's closed now, but I used to play there, and actually it was right beside Collins Bay Frontenac. Sorry, that's what it was. I used to play full hockey there. Padded right up. Fucking, there's one guy had a shot. He'd whip my helmet off each time. This one guy whipped the helmet right off with the ball.
Man, he must have had a lot of wind behind that
He did.
shot.
He did.
Yeah.
So at the end, I was like, "Fuck you! I want him on my team." Yeah, I used to play a lot of full hockey. I was goalie for a bit, but when he wasn't on my team, I was like, "Fuck that! I quit." Yeah, fuck that.
How can you have only one person watching this thing?
I don't. Fuck. Should we go? I should go live my channel. Here, let me. I don't know if I can drop a link in my.
Let me refresh because I think the JavaScript is actually not working right. Whatever. But yeah, I'm just kind of talking bullshit tonight. If you want me to talk about a certain subject, I'll go in depth in what I know.
Where,
My knowledge. But
let's see if I can drop my link.
I'm personally going to get off because I actually took my daughter to doctor appointments tonight and blah blah blah. She's not just doesn't have the woofless. She has some other problems, like females do. But whatever. So
Well, hold on there. Let me drop my link there, and
yeah, you can drop your link and I'll get your channel.
holy fuck! Here we go. What are you doing tonight?
What's that?
I said, what are you doing tonight?
Well, I'm actually I'm drinking a cold beer and I'm gonna go ahead and watch a movie. Kind of tired. Been a long
Fuck!
day.
I can't find the channel.
My channel?
No, I can't find the channel that like for YouTube and shit. Just check me out, the White Tupac.
Yeah, okay, no problem.
Let me see you there. Fuck. Yeah.
Actually, if you just hold on a minute. Now there's a little app that you can use. It's called the. Let me tell you what
What's
it
your
is.
channel?
Which one?
The channel you're using right now.
That's my Drops Trade channel. And I have a Drops Garden Family Garden. I have Drops Preps. I have the Amazing Drop. I have Papa Smurf.
Wait.
And also have other channels. I have like some channels over on BitChute, New Whatever, and Odyssey and stuff like that. But
just check me out, the White Tupac.
Well, can you just go ahead and actually just post something in the chat?
I'm trying to look for the live stream, but I can't find it.
Oh, I can put it in private chat in the back room if you can get to that.
Oh, fuck. Well, here we go then. Okay.
So here's the private chat. There's the in the private chat. This is the YouTube channel right here. You can get right on it. They don't call me drop for nothing. You get it? I'll drop links. I'll drop knowledge. I'll drop anything.
No, you dropped her. You dropped her stream. Drop your channel.
Oh, which one?
Drop your channel. Your link.
Well, I have a bunch of them. I mean, which channel do you want? The trade, the
Well, which one is the most?
right now probably my garden channel. So give me a second and I'll drop that for you. I thought you couldn't get the YouTube. And you won't find, it'll be in the main YouTube thing. Yeah. So this is mostly for gardening, solar, growing stuff, raising livestock, whatever, stuff like that. So it's more of a prepper channel in respects. So do it yourself stuff, you know? I think you left us. Hey, Brooklyn, can you hear me?
Yes, sweetie, I hear you.
Okay, I think you left us.
Oh, I think his reception is bad. He says something over here in the comments. He says, yo.
Well, he did.
Tupac, you coming back? Hi,
Hold on.
Brandon.
I want to grab his channel, so I gotta refresh because I got a little app that can grab channels easily.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you can get it on Chrome or Firefox. It's called Go to Channel Swap Meet. I'll just put that in there. You can check for the extension.
Okay.
You can toss it in there. So this app right here is Go to Channel by Swap Meets.
Yeah.
And hello, Michael Walter. Go to
Water.
Channel by sorry, water. Drip, drop.
Like
Go to channel.
Drop.
Yeah, well, some people go, hi, drip. You know, it's like when they want to be funny and, demean me.
Aww.
Well, whatever. Because I'm picked on. I was bullied as a child in school. I only picked on the bullies. Oh, my God. I threw them in the trash can, not me. Anyway,
Wow.
It's called Go to Channel by Swap Meet Shops. And if you use that browser on there, yeah, Michael. Use that put that extension on your browser. You can actually just click on any channel and they'll take you straight to them. It's a good little toy.
Oh, that's what's up.
So whenever they post a comment, then you can grab their channel. So post another one there, yo. But yeah, it's just little tech stuff. I do like this too. I used to do a lot of tech stuff, but people don't get it, and I was like, man, you need to secure up your processor because the manufacturers put a backdoor in there, and now they tell you to use secure root. So stuff like that, because your devices can be hacked if you're not careful. You have to shore them up because some have default passwords on them, so you have to go ahead and change the password. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. So if you got an older computer, you got to go into your and change the password for your backdoor on the Intel chip or the AMD. People don't know that. And that's what I was trying to tell you. Over at Donbass, over there in Ukraine, the Russians took it over, and they have an automatic hacking machine that goes ahead and does ravages upon people on their computers because people don't know this stuff.
Yeah, wow.
That's part of security.
Michael's talking to you.
I saw it. Yeah, I wanted to, talk more tech stuff, but whatever you want to talk about, I'm fine.
He said, "Thank you for showing up, Drop. I really appreciate this, man. Yes, you
I saw it.
connect, Drop.
I saw
That's
it.
what
Yeah.
I don't like public Wi-Fi."
Okay, so now I can grab the White Tupac's channel. And there he is. And now I can go ahead and put his channel out there for everybody to see if you want me to.
Or you could do mine.
You want me to? Oh, no, I'm talking about putting on your live.
Okay.
I can do a shout out for you on my community tab. I got it up.
Nice. Thank you. They'll appreciate that.
So we'll go ahead and go over to my community tab, and if you get any dicks over here, you just go ahead and delete them. 'Cause I'm really not happy with somebody that's been a dickhead lately with me.
Aw.
Yeah, I don't like people being a-holes to other people,
Yeah,
and,
I know. Michael felt bad because that happened to you.
well, I'm a big boy. I can take care of myself. But, all I've done since I've been on YouTube is try to help people, and some people just shit on you. They turn on you after too much. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll throw this out. I don't have many subscribers. I have a few more than you, but on this channel, anyhow. You'd love Michael Farmer, man. He's a nice guy. Homer's over there in Connecticut. So yeah, I'm just going to throw this out for you. See if you get some more people coming over saying hello. So I think I got you on the Drop Sand in the Garden channel. Should see it in a minute. You should get a notification.
Yeah, right. So I already saw it. Thank you.
Yeah,
Hi, 48.
Because, there's been people that I know that have been following me for over 5 years now since I got on
Wow.
YouTube. And I know these people, and a lot of them are actually from the Marfrugal gang. Marfrugal News. Have you heard of that?
Never heard it.
Yeah, I'm very friendly with a lot of the mods there. I've known them for probably 5 years, and they
Yeah.
know me better than anybody because they know I'm not going to be one of those a-holes.
48 want to come up?
And
Yes,
it is
I know.
right. It is right. Brooklyn, you find a lot of a-holes, and you just need to let them hit them.
I know a lot of a-holes.
You need to let them kick rocks and go by themselves, because they're not worth even dealing with,
Yeah, that's true. Or getting a headache over it.
Yeah.
Waste of
Yeah.
time.
If they're a waste of time and they don't want to actually put some input in something and actually help other people, then they're just a useless cog that wants to put some rock into the cog to actually help other people,
Yeah.
I mean, it's fun to have fun, but you also want to help other people and advance people in whatever they want to do. If you want to do this, I will tell you the best way to do it because that's the way I'm at. I'm a teacher,
Yes.
and I have your best.
Do you?
interests in
Excuse
mind.
me. I forgot. I don't want to disturb you. Do you like do in online teaching?
No, I don't do that anymore.
Official Gigi. You should.
I've done that before. I've helped people do, learn how to do this and do that. But no, at this point, I think more just actually showing people in a video how to do something and then take questions that they can ask and try it for themselves. I've been told I'm a teacher because my mother was a teacher and my dad actually was a flight instructor. So maybe that's part of my genetics. I don't know.
Worked 8 to 4 today. 48, you want to come up? Gigi, you want to come up on stage? Thanks for the info drop. Good to know.
Yeah,
Huh.
I don't mind helping somebody if they honestly want to learn something. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because I don't get stronger unless I actually enable somebody else to become better. And there's a lot of people that I've met so many people in my life that they think getting better is to step on top of somebody and stand on their shoulders and stomp them down instead of giving them information, helping them out, become more successful. I want everybody in this chat, everybody that I come in contact with, to better their lives, to make more money, to enrich themselves and live a better life. Is that so wrong?
No.
And I get haters that once you do that, they're the ones that want to stand on your shoulders and stomp your head in the ground. Those are the ones you want to avoid. That's negative energy. If they're negative energy, walk away because you don't need it.
Yes.
They're not being true. They're phonies. They're liars. And they will never, ever help you out. All they will do is step on you to get
Yep.
where they think they need to be. And they will never give you the information or the power and empowerment, because part of this problem in the world right now, what we're seeing right now, is people are not empowered enough to say, no, this isn't going to happen. We're not going to do this. We're going to do it this way. And I'm going to do it this way because we know better and we're not going to be subject to your tyranny. That's where it's at. You have to think like a champion and think like a winner and be a winner and a champion. And you have to actually empower other people that may not have your skills, and maybe they'll be smarter than you and faster and better than you and even more successful than you, but you have the satisfaction to know that you've helped those people step up and go above the next level. And if you don't do that, you're not doing what Jesus Christ told you to do. Yeshua told you to change one person at a time and bring them to the Father, to enlighten them, to make them better in life and better in their spirit. And if you don't do that, you're lost. You're the wrong message. And I don't mean to get religious, but I don't believe that you help anybody unless you help yourself first,
Yep,
and then
that's
you can
true.
help others.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's true.
So bashing somebody else or stepping down on them and crushing them, like the white Tupac was saying, he's seen it all. There's a bunch of a-holes out here that are going to probably go to hell because they're not helping other people become better. You know what I'm saying? They're not helping other people advance. They're not helping other people have peace in their life and tranquility. You have to have peace in your life, financial security. If you don't have that, I'm going to tell you, that's why I said a lot of the preppers communities, I run into them, and they are shills because all they want to do is try to step on somebody else to get up to that point. They're not really trying to help you or me. They're trying to help somebody else, themselves. And they're not really caring about whether you have enough food to get through a bad winter if the power goes out, or if you don't have enough stocks or enough cash. And one of the first things that a lot of people miss, whether they're a homesteader, a prepper, or just somebody's trying to get by, you have to be financially secure first on top of everything else. They miss that. They're asset rich and cash poor. So that's why I mentioned the stock market. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you know how to invest and make money, then you can make money. I can turn around every week, probably about every week, and just say, okay, I got $4,000 extra cash. I'm going to pay myself $1,000. And you want to set up a corporation. Okay. When you really get to that point, you want to set up an S and a C corp, because a C corp will run the business. An S corp is for financing. And then you want LLCs underneath of that, limited liability companies underneath your C corp, so that you can draw out the money through the S corp from the C corp to yourself, and then you can actually make yourself an employee of one of those LLCs or whatever you want to do, and you can pay yourself cash, dividends, stocks, private stocks. What I'm saying, you don't have to be listed on the market to have private stocks. You can set up trust. You can set up all kinds of things where you can actually, you know, you are, you know, president of this LLC and you pay yourself so much money and you let the corporation worry about the rest of the money. That's where you have financial planning. That's important
Yeah, it is.
because you can set up a trust for your kids. So you give them so much thousand. I think it's like $6,000 a year you can give your relatives. Okay, each. You can write it off in your taxes. They don't have to pay nothing on it, and you can give your kids $6,000 a year, or your nephew, whatever you want to do.
Mhm.
You know, so that's one thing right there. So you can take that corporation and make them a vested interest, and you can actually. This is the way rich people do it. They take the stocks and they give it to their children every year a certain amount. By the time they're 18 years old, they're multimillionaires. I wish my parents would have done this, but they didn't. Yeah, I try to be informed to the 48. I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to tell you how it works. This is how rich people get rich. They give their money away to the kids and build a family network of the whole hive have so much money when they need to come together, they got the money to throw it down. That's how they control things. And that's how you can build an empire and a net worth. But you don't do it unless you have moral backing. You have to have trust and love in your family. You have to have a good family unit. And, you know, I'm going to ask you something, Brooklyn. What's the first thing couples fight about?
Money,
Money.
bills.
Right. And how does that affect people? Because somebody has a reckless spending habit. Somebody is like, doesn't have a good, has a good spending habit. I'm going to tell you, when me and my wife first got together, what do you think we did? Put all our money together,
Yep.
all happy, lovey-dovey,
Uh-huh.
it was rabbit time for sex and everything, right? Let's put it that way. That's what it was.
Yeah. Aw.
Oh, and then also, all of a sudden, well, the bills weren't paid. I was like, what the hell, woman? And, and she spent on a bunch of this other crap. And I was like, And then all of a sudden you start getting bounce checks every 2 weeks, and you have to deal with the bank, and that drama came in. You know what I did? I said, okay, honey, you can't handle this financial stuff. So here's what we're going to do. You're going to have your money and I'll have my money. We'll pay half the bills and we'll have our separate accounts.
Yes.
And I also have another separate account where I'm going to actually have to bill you out every month. But I said, you know what? You worry about the house payment. If we're out on the street, okay, you have to pay the house payment. I'll pay everything else. And everything else costs a lot more than that house payment. Trust me. So I didn't have to worry about the bounce check. The wife had to worry about the bounce check on her own account. So I could sit there and worry about the drama. But hey, all the bills were paid. The lights were on. I made sure everything was paid. And she had her bounce checks all the time.
Oh, wow.
I don't think she ever caught on that one. But it was her that had the problem. But she finally caught on and catched up with me about 12 years later. And,
Oh my God.
a 20-year marriage. Well, I was with her for almost 20 years until she passed.
Oh, wow. God bless
You know what I'm
you.
saying? Yeah, I'd still be married today if she was alive. Trust me. I loved her very much.
It seems like y'all were a good couple. Loved each other so much.
Yeah, but in this situation, the finances put together did not make sense. And, and what made sense was each of us have our separate account, certain things that we're actually, responsible to pay for. I always made sure the lights were on, the water was turned on, all this stuff. And she was supposed to pay one bill, the mortgage. Everything else I covered, food, bills, medical, insurance, all this stuff, I took care of all that. You know what I'm saying? And once in a while, she would do something stupid and get in trouble. Like this scam she went with her sister where her homeboys, said, hey, we got this great website idea. And that's like, honey, I've been in the business for 12 years and you want to go ahead and invest $3,000 in this? Go ahead. you and your sister can lose all your money. She's like, what do you mean by that? She did lose all her money. Because,
Wow.
it's like you don't trust your own husband, which actually is a web IT professional. Okay, thank you. Because I've been in the business and I've been a self-entrepreneur for over 20 years. I know the business. So she lost money. I was like, well, whenever she get into a jam, it's like, I'm so sorry, honey, and take care of it. That's what a man does. He stands behind his woman and the woman stands behind him. She always stood behind me and had my back. That's marriage. That's a real marriage.
That was beautiful.
You don't have to be rich to actually have a good marriage. You just have to be,
Yes, I know.
you have to be a real person. You have to be,
Yeah, have a good heart.
you have to have a good heart.
A
and you
real
have
heart. A real heart.
Yeah, you do. You do. Because the marriage is not going to survive. If you
Yep.
don't. My parents, until they passed this year. My mom passed in October. My dad passed in January of this year. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They went together. Do you know how long they were married? Almost
40
67 years.
67 years. Oh my God.
Almost.
Wow. I wish that would last that long.
Well, I was planning on that until my wife passed on me in 20 years, but that was the plan. But
Wow.
that's the way it is.
Yep.
I have a kid to take care of. She's almost 20. And I'm getting her ready for the world because dear old dad may not be around for the next 30 years. Whatever. We never know.
Mhm.
But you want to. The first part I'm going to tell everybody right now, what I'm trying to stress right now, I kind of ran around the bush, but I'm trying to give you some ideas. You need to be financially secure first before you do a damn thing. Okay? If you're going to go into a marriage and you're broke as hell and one of you owes like $16,000 of this and the other one owes that, it's like what I told the wife. I told the wife, okay, she wants to buy a house. Okay? We're going to buy a house. Okay, fine. When we first got married, I said, the first thing that's going to go is the 2 new car payments and the cars and all the other bills. We're not going to owe a damn thing until we buy this house. We're going to get everything sold off and paid off, and we're going to owe zero to anything. And then we're going to buy the house, and we're going to have to pay the mortgage. We're going to buy old cars, and that's what it's going to be if you want a house. Otherwise, I'm not in on that deal. You get it?
Mm-hmm.
You need to be financially secure
Yep.
in everything you do, and your investments, in your savings, your bonds, whatever you're going to stack it up with. You need to be financially secure, and you need to think about your kids' future. A lot of people say, "Well, I've got this savings account for my kids' college," and I was like, "Screw that! Get them a damn trust. Get a trust where you give them $6,000 every year for each kid, where they don't have to record it." Now, there's a new bill out there trying to push through where they're going to do unrealized capital gains tax. That's going to be a nightmare from hell. They can't do that stuff. It's not going to work. Not going to work. Not going to work because there's no way they can actually make that work at all financially. The tax people will be so crazy. They'll be sitting there taxing you for going to 7-Eleven and buying, a candy bar and then taking it down the corner store for 25 cents more. That's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? So my point is that your first obligation in life before you do a damn thing is to get your financial situation in order. Mine's in order. Not just stable, but you need to get your financial situation into the point where, hey, this is where I'm going to put my money. This is where I'm at. I hate to say Dave Ramsey, but he is right on certain points. I like his 5-step program. Okay. But he misses the point. You do not need to keep a house if you can't afford to pay for it. You don't need to keep a car if you can't afford to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
If you can get rid of those things and move to a place where you can actually just start stacking cash and then invest the money to where it brings money back to you, then you're in a point.
Yeah, true.
You don't want to be in a marriage when you're broke as hell, because that doesn't work very well. It really doesn't. And the first thing that people do when they first get, oh, I love this girl, I love this guy, whatever, they're so happy together. Yeah, it's great. Be happy. But you better plan your stuff before you start having children. You want to get yourself financially set before you start having those children. Because if you don't, I'll tell you what, when the wife comes along, the kids come along, the bills come along, and the finances come along, and the stuff you have to buy comes along. All of a sudden, you're buying cars, you're paying the doctor bills, you're stuffing kids turn teenagers, they eat like crazy,
Tell me about it.
Well, I know.
I got 2 of them.
You don't need to tell me. I already know. We were over there in Cheney, Washington, right now. Picking up some prescriptions. In this little city, and that's a little college town just outside of. It's just west of Spokane. And so I made a wrong turn. I went over there and I looked over in the damn church, and guess what I saw?
What?
Big old moose. Oh yeah, it was about 7 feet tall.
My God, those are so tall.
They are
You
tall and
didn't
they're
get
big. We
You
have
didn't
them all
get
the time.
scared?
No, I see moose all the time around here, and elk.
Oh.
That's natural for my area. I'm actually probably a lot higher than. I know I'm higher in latitude than you are. Okay, I'm at the 47th parallel or bigger, but yeah, a moose is normal around here. I even caught a moose calf eating the top of my tomatoes this summer. I looked around for mom and make sure I wasn't going to get ran over. But yeah, they're big. And I looked at my daughter and said, one of those could actually fill the freezers that we have. And I'm not sure we have enough. I'm not sure we have enough room. We need another freezer to fill it up.
Have you ever ate moose before?
Oh yeah. They're anywhere from 12 to 1500 pounds.
Is this the meat hard and like the deer?
No, it's delicious. It's better than cow meat. A regular cow, a really big fat cow, they call them the fat cattle or something like that. You have to watch, like the Cattleman Summary is like a good channel. Corbett Wall's on there. He talks about the meat market, but even the fat cattle are only about 800 pounds, right?
Wow.
You're talking about something that's 12 to 1,500 pounds. It's like two cows. Okay. And this thing's like 7 or 8 feet tall. The moose around here are big. They're big. You can fill a lot of freezers with one moose. Trust me.
Wow. Have you caught any?
Oh,
you don't go hunting? You go hunting?
I used to hunt when I was a kid, and my early teens. We used to hunt elk and moose when I was a kid in Montana. I tell you what, you got to have some punching power to knock those things down because they're big.
Did you shoot them or you threw an arrow?
Well, I can kill one with my bow. My crossbow is big enough to do it.
Arrow. Okay.
But I used the 300 Magnum long rifle before. Oh, that thing will carry about 720 yards. It's better. Forget your AR-15s. They aren't going to do shit. Yes, sir. Yeah, 300 Magnum. That's a 300.
That's what I want. I want 2 Magnums.
Well, it's a rifle. It's a long rifle.
I don't like rifles. Take too long.
No, a rifle is what you use for hunting.
Yeah.
Yeah, a 30-06 may do the job, but a 300 Magnum rifle, long rifle, yeah, it'll pretty much punch through anything. It shoots out at about 3,200 feet per second.
Oh, that's nice.
And you can actually, it's something at 720 yards. I mean, you're almost looking at 874, 76, something like that, as far as military grade.
Okay.
Except for they actually shoot farther. But, for civilian rifle, that's a good hunting rifle. If I'm going to shoot deer, I'm going to use the 270,
270?
Yeah, 270 is good for deer, especially for women. It's very lightweight, and it actually does a good takedown.
A lot of damage.
Yeah, a 30-06 is an overkill for a deer, to be honest with you. It's not going to work.
So did you carve it and everything? I mean, cut it up in pieces. Ew.
You want to haul a 12 to 1,800 pound moose away? I didn't kill it. I just looked at it. I took a picture of it.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Oh, God, I would feel sorry for it.
My freezers are full.
I
I
will
just
never
enjoyed.
shoot any animal. I can't. I don't have it in my heart.
No, I just looked at it. I enjoyed watching the moose. I haven't seen one in about 3 months. So, it was nice to see another moose.
I never seen a moose in person.
Oh,
Only when I
yeah.
was in only when I was in the zoo.
You ever seen a big horse?
Yes, I've seen a horse. I've been on them.
They're bigger.
Yeah.
Lot bigger. You're talking about an animal 7 to 8 feet tall sometimes.
Oh yeah. Seen them.
The deer around here, some of the does and stuff. I have a family of deer that comes through my yard every night. It's like
Mhm.
7 of them. And there's like 4 does and 2 fawns and a spike, which is be a 1 point almost. It's a young buck. The does are about 185 pounds. They're almost 5 or 6 feet tall. They're big. They call them mule deer. Mule deer. So they're fun and they're nice to watch. And they like to stop up in my garden, in the summer and have a little snack, which I didn't mind.
my.
So yeah, I mean, I'm used to animals. I'm used to the coyotes too, So whatever it is. Yeah, some of the deer are so tame here. They're sitting there eating the neighbor's tree, and I'm like, yeah, and even the neighbor Dean, he knows about the tree and how the deer's eating his tree. He's like, yeah,
Oh wow.
I get it. They need to eat too. What the moose was doing today, he's going over to the tree where there's still some leaves left that were tasty because
Yeah.
it got kind of cold here, and the moose was eating the rest of the leaves off the tree. So the moose was snacking up.
Oh yeah, for the winter.
Yeah, well,
It's coming.
yeah, they live during the winter here. So is there anything you wanted to ask me tonight, or yes or no?
About the stock, Are you so smart with that?
Well, I'm telling you, MTTR stock symbol. It's going to keep
Write it
going
down,
up.
cause
MTTR. That stock symbol. The 3D imaging that they're using for Matterport,
Mhm.
the insurance companies are picking up on it, and they're processing claims 4 to 5 times faster, or 400% faster. Okay, so they're snapping up like crazy. That product alone, it's just one part of what they're doing. The actual real estate market is
Mhm.
using it too now, and that will pick up steam. And I'm actually thinking that this stock could actually go into the mid 30s or the low 30s by next week. And yeah, Michael, that's the one. And I'm thinking that it actually could go
Oh,
up in
Michael.
the 50s or 60s, and you could actually probably write call options on it, and make sure when you write a call option that you make it long, because if you don't, you're going to be out of the money. So make sure you're always in the money on that one. So it's a hard game to play, but just buying the stock itself could benefit you. Like I'm going to give you a little story. Back in February, I bought AMC for like $9 a share. Okay. Now I sold half of it when it hit like $62 or whatever. So you think about that. What's 62 for $9?
Seriously, right?
Mm-hmm. Let's just call it made $50 a share on the damn thing.
My daughter's asking what's a MTTR.
That's the stock symbol for Matterport, which actually has a 3D imaging stuff. So you do MTTR and then space, you do stock, and then you'll find out what it is. And then they'll tell you how it's progressed, and it's at like $28 right now. I bought it like 14. So
For $14?
so I pretty much made twice. For $14, I bought it for. Right now, if I sell it, I would make $14 a share, which means 28 times, like say 1,000 shares. I'd make $14,000 in profit, which maybe I have. I don't know. And maybe I done that in like when did I buy it? Probably in about 6 short weeks. So there you go. It's a solid company. It's going to go. Another solid company is ATIP, stock symbol, and that one is on the rise. I'm already in the plus on that. And
ATP?
ATIP.
ATIP. Oh, yeah, ATIP. You told me about that one.
Now, this is ATI Physical Therapy, and they're opening up a new clinic every week.
Yeah.
They're growing. They're going to be the largest physical therapy, and this is medical, so they're growing, and I expect them to rise up to about $6 a share within about before Christmas, or even better. And so I'm already in the money on that, and they are actually doing great. Right now, if I look at it right now, I'm at 32% profit loss up, which means I'm already there.
Yeah. Wow.
So I'm already making profit off this, and if you can pay yourself, when you get a stock rise up to a certain point, what you want to do, you can sell up part of it, and you can use that money to turn around and write options on it, call options, and make even more money without losing any more stock.
Yes.
And you can give yourself a paycheck. I personally have, within the last 6 weeks, made about, let me count it, 10, 4, 2, 16 grand.
Oh, nice.
That's a good paycheck, right?
That's very good.
So realistically, you can, even if you have like a few $1,000s and you invest in something like Matterport or ATIP, if you do the fundamentals and you know the due diligence and you have done the research, you know where this is going to go. You know the stock is going to explode, which I do, because honestly, I'm analytic, so I look at charts, and I look at the research that I do, and it just pops in my head. It gives me a ballpark number, and boom, like that. I'm just talented like that. I've always been like that. So I know when something's going to go and when something's going to die. I know when something's going to run up and just go down to nothing, and I can see when it's just going to go and keep going up. And
what do you think about Bitcoin? I'm sorry to not interrupt you, because I bet it like so much money on it, and it keeps going up and down. Now it's going down. It was just up.
Yeah, it's like Yahoo. It's a roller coaster ride, and an old friend of mine, which I've known for over 30 years, his dad asked me, because his dad was an investor and he did very well. I mean, this guy was worth millions. Okay, I'm sitting there talking to guys worth over $120 million when I was a kid. He said, "What do you think about Yahoo?" And I said, "Yahoo is 100 something right now, and I know that this .com thing is going to come. This is the end of Bill Clinton's legacy, the .com, where the government loaned a bunch of them money to build this useless products, and I know the money's going to be pulled out, and I know that Yahoo's going to go down to nothing. going to be a company that going to lose a lot of value. It went down to like 11 or 13 bucks a share, you know, when it was 117, right?
Yes.
So he said, what do you think about buying into it when it was really high? And I said, you're just chasing the money. You're chasing the money. You don't want to chase the money. Never
Yeah.
chase the money. If you chase the money, you're going to lose every time. What you want to do is you want to get into the deal when it's going to rise up. You can sell maybe half of it or maybe 3/4 of it. Then you can start writing call options on it or puts on it. So you need to really study about call options and puts, because you can make money off of those writing options.
Okay.
That's where you make the money. So you expect something to run up, which I'm expecting these companies to run up. And then when they get to their peak where they're just going to go sideways on trading, then I can start writing options on them because they're going to stay about the same thing. They're going to go, it's like AMC right now. AMC is an options thing right now. It goes to 50 bucks to 45 bucks to 40 bucks down to 32 bucks. You buy in, you can buy in when it's low. You can sell when it goes up from 32 to 40 and make your $8 profit off of it. But you can also write options on it where when you can recognize the patterns of things, how they're going to work, then you can see, okay, well, it's about 45 now, and it's going to go down to 32 again. That's when you want to write your puts. When it goes up, when you know it's going to go up, you want to start writing call options so you're in the money again. So
Yeah.
you have to be smart about that. And that's a stock that's pretty much stabilized to a certain point where you know it's going to bounce between this and that. Then you know that's as far as it's going to go. But when it runs up, you want to be in when it runs up, and then you want to take the money. Then you want to keep a certain amount of stock. 100 shares, what you need to have to actually start writing an option on something. So when you write an option like 100 shares of Metaphor, SoFi, AMC, whatever, you want to know whether it's going to go up or down, so you can write a call or a put on it.
Oh, okay. Sure.
And if you want, I don't know if I got to check your email thing, but I will actually send you a little thing, what I've been doing, and then you can actually look at it yourself, and then you can start simple. Keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple, guys. Do not try to write options unless you know what you're doing.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
you can actually invest and then sell when it gets high, and then bank that cash and then buy again. That's what you need to do.
And start out small, right? You could start out small.
Yeah, you know, the Weibo, the public.com, the you know, I have other stuff like Vanguard and all this stuff, my retirement accounts, I don't even touch. Okay. I just let them ride on some funds they have. But I'm playing with fund money right now because my fund money is money that I've made, and I'm cash free. All the money I made off this little stock count I'm doing, this little thing I'm doing as an experiment, this is money that I won from the casino. Okay. So if I lose it tomorrow, I'm not going to cry. You know what I'm saying? But you start with a small amount of money. You can start with $100 and buy some stock and keep repeating the cycle. You start seeing the cycles happen and how things are working. You can sit there and bank the cash and then buy it when it goes low again and then wait for it to rise up. I've done that with PLTR, Palantir. So I'm going to put that in the chat here.
Okay, thank you.
Now, this stock right here, I've noticed that goes down to about $20 a share. Then it rises up to about 28, hits the roof, and goes back down. So when it hits around 26, 27, 28, you take your money, you bank it, and then when it goes down again, you buy it again. You buy it again.
Okay, so this is an up and down.
Yep.
The waiting game. This is actually the waiting game.
No, but you got to think about this. If you wait a minute.
PLTR. Michael said, yeah, that's the drill. You okay, Drop? Everybody's okay? Michael, Gigi, Brandon. Michael, can you take over because I really got to use the bathroom? Is it okay, baby?
I've got the chat too. No worries.
Huh?
Yeah, use the bathroom. Go ahead. I got
Okay, thank you, sweetie. Talk to Michael and Gigi. They're interested. I'll be back.
Yeah, so basically it's buy when it's low and sell when it's high. And you don't have to sell the whole thing. You can keep a few shares. And the reason why you do that is because you want to write options on it. Because options can also, even if a stock goes to a certain point where you know it's going to swing from 40 to 20 bucks or whatever, you can write a call or a put on it, make money off of it. So that's the whole point. Any questions? Because I'm watching the chat. Now on a call, you're expecting it to go up. So you write a call in long term for the future. So like you'll write it a year in advance. And then when you earn the money, when that thing goes up, that's when you roll it over and you go ahead, take the money, and then you go ahead and invest again, or you write another call. Yeah. Well, I'm trying to be as simple as possible with you guys, and I'm trying to tell you how to make money off of the stock market. Because I've been hearing stock market's going to crash for the last decade, and it's not true. You know, the Great Crash Depression in 1929. Now, this gets to a certain point where you need to learn a little history. The history of the stock market crashing in 1929 was the fact that during World War I and after World War I, France and England made Germany pay back all the money for the war effort that they had to take. But what you don't realize is that America, United States of America, actually funded the French and the British. So they had to pay us back. And what did that translate into? It translated into war bonds that had to be paid back by the French and the English. And the French and English made the Germans pay back the entire war debt. So what did the Germans do? Well, they just printed a bunch of cash and here's your money. And the next month, boom, your money's worthless, Germany. And guess what? France and England could no longer pay the debt. So everybody that invested in that war debt bonds, junk bonds, we'll call it junk bonds, the U.S. held, you had a 12% pullback on the market, which caused the Great Depression because everything was entwined with it. So we have to be careful because we're looking at China right now. Do you know China has 4 of the largest 5 banks in the world, and the UK is one of them, and the UK is controlled by the Rothschilds, which controls the world finances? We'll go back to what I was saying. China is 2,000% over leveraged on their bank. So what does that mean to you and the rest of you here? It means that they borrowed out they borrowed out, for every dollar they borrowed out $2,000. Now, even before Trump got in office, a lot of these companies in China invested a lot of money in materials, in manufacturing, in equipment. So they borrowed a lot of money. And what happened was when they borrowed a lot of money, when you have a little downturn in an economy.
I have to.
When you have a downturn in the economy.
No, I want to go to sleep. I'm sorry.
When you have a downturn in the economy, like you're having in China right now.
Hi, Buzz.
You know, their government does the same thing our government does. They try to control the economy to keep it from crashing. So China is 2,000% leveraged in their banking system. They've loaned out $2,000 for every dollar deposit they have. Okay. Now China spends 250% of their GDP, which means they're spending 2.5 times what they take in taxes. Okay. So they're in the red right now. And the China national debt is worse than the United States, believe it or not, as far as the percentage. So they're trying to, what the CCP has done is try to take their debt consolidation, and I'm pretty sure that China again will devalue the currency like they did a year and a half ago, which means they'll save the companies from going bankrupt and loan out more cash. But the problem is that they're so far deep in debt, they've been paying off everybody in the world to try to be the masters of the world, that become the slaves of debt. And that's where their downfall is going to happen. Now, this happened with Japan. Japan tried the same thing. This happened back in the 80s. And what happened? We did a slow embargo. A slow embargo is where we stopped the flow of goods. The flow of goods was the actual, we put $50 tariff on each one of their microprocessors for your VCR, for your TV, for your computers, everything else. And that really dried up their ability for people to buy stuff. Meanwhile, we're shipping all our jobs overseas. And so the economy here in the United States turned to crap. Does this look like a perfect picture of what you're seeing now with China? Because it should, because what happened is that the United States, in the end, ended up acquiring everything that they produced at a less cost than it cost them to produce it. And guess what? The bankers here in the United States got rich because they sold at a fire sale. And guess what's going to happen to China? Those ports are not being clogged for no reason. It's a slow embargo, and that's the actual thing. I don't care if it's about the drivers, about the crane operators. I know a person that knows a person that actually runs those crane operators in Los Angeles, okay? And I know what's happening. This is the actual, still the wealth situation where the bankers are going to come out looking like gods and steal everything that's been made in China at a lesser cost, therefore advantaging themselves in profit. And this is what This is what we're doing again. We're bankrupting China, just like we bankrupt Japan. It may seem that China owns everything now, but what did Japan own all those time back then when they had a big crash? Japan went in a deep recession, and China is about to go into the same thing. And even though it hurts our economy and hurts our people, we're going to steal the wealth again, and the bankers are going to get rich, not you and I.
That's true. That's so true.
I know. It's so true. You have no idea. So
That's true.
now I do hope that we don't do the same thing we did to Japan before World War II, because we did an oil embargo on Japan because we were actually had our interest in China. So you look at the long game, which is a 70-year game or a 50-year game. This is how politics and money works, because we're doing economic war. In the past, the wars have been done about conquest. If you are worried about your people, yeah, they did that to South Korea too, Buzz. Yeah, they did. But if you're in trouble and your people are hungry and they need some resources and you're afraid they're gonna actually rebel against you, the first thing you do is you look at the weakest country in the world and you go ahead and take their crap. You do conquest. Now, a lot of world leaders like Putin think about conquest. I'm going to take your shit. I'm going to come take your crap. I'm going to take your women and your children as slaves, and I'm going to get rid of the opposition, your men. This is conquest. Conquest has always been the rule of law. Now we got these economic warfares. It's really about the same thing. So we're looking at the situation now where we're trying to do a soft embargo on China to bankrupt them because they can't move anything in and out of their ports because they're so flooded right now, trying to push stuff here because we are their economy. We are their lifeblood. If they don't have us, they don't have any commerce.
Nothing. Yep. True.
This is what's happening right now. So if you don't understand the shortages and everything else like that, and people are trying to prepare, and these shields get up there, and these preppers don't understand this thing. These prepper channels don't really understand the full gist of what's going on. This is what's going on. The bankers here are making sure we bank the buck into their bank accounts. Again, why you suffer and they suffer. That's all there is to it.
True.
And so if you can get ahead of the curve and figure out how can I make a buck to make sure I don't become one of the victims, there you are. Does that explain everything to you now?
Yep.
I just hope that China doesn't turn into Japan where the oil embargo would shut down their economy for 6 months and they would not be able to produce, not be able to progress. The Chinese may feel the same way and they may attack. So we may have another world war on the horizon because of it. This is a calculated game that the elite play.
Yes.
So just saying, this is what we're facing.
It's crazy.
And this is the truth of it. This is the economics of it. I sit down with my father when I was 15, and he told me all this crap. So
Wow.
you think I got an education at 15.
Yes.
You want some?
Yes.
So the best we can do in our situation, we can't affect the world, but we can affect our own personal finances. And the only way we can do that is being wise about how we make our decisions and investments.
Yep.
And the first part of life is how am I going to be financially free, where you can be like Drop. I can get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. I can get up at noon or 2 o'clock in the morning, and then I don't worry about money because I already have it. I'm not rich, but I don't live beyond my means, which means I always have a steady hand of cash. I'm happy, and I have what I need. There you go.
That's what's up.
Remember, it's not about the size of your whatever. It's
Wallet.
it's about how you. My brother, I think, is an idiot sometimes, but he said something very gracious to me that actually stuck with me. It's not how much money you make; it's how you spend it.
Yes, how you spend it. True.
Right, right.
That's 100% right.
And your goals should be your goals, not somebody else's.
Yep. True.
So here I am living on a little 1.5 acre plot. I have a nice little place to live. I have no bills because it's paid for. The cars are paid for. I got 4 cars. Shit, I'm trying to get rid of a couple of them. But, I have my retirement accounts. I have my fund money for my little stock account. And I'm making money every day off of it. And I'm not worried if I'm going to lose my job tomorrow.
Yeah,
I have
that's true. You're your own boss.
I'm my own boss and I run my own life.
Yeah.
And whatever I think I want to do that day, or what I haven't planned, like, hey, I'm going to build a new solar system. Well, how am I going to fund it? Well, I'll just cash in this stock and go ahead and make it happen. And I'll pay myself X amount of dollars and I'll leave the rest in the corporation and, enough money to live off, because when you're actually rich, you're actually poor because you pay yourself as
You
little
always got
money as
bills.
possible.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Look at somebody very much like that. Warren Buffett. How much did he pay in taxes? I mean, he's a whale compared to me, big ass whale. But, if you think about it, how could I set this up so my family could be financially independent? How could I set this up so my kids get stock every year? Well, I don't have to pay taxes on it. They don't have to either. And then I can build up their wealth over time. Now, Dave Ramsey is very excellent for like paying off your debt and all that stuff. He doesn't really touch on to that part of it. That part of it is the most important thing that you could actually do. Is how you're going to build the wealth for your kids. So
Yep.
when it comes to the point when they get up to a certain age, they're not worried about working a job at 30 or 40 years old. They're already rich. They're already retired. I wish my parents would have done this, but no.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm trying to teach people. Because I've been through the prepper communities and half of them end up turning on each other and calling each other shills. And, you heard the bull crap, Brooklyn, you heard, you don't want that for your family. You want something better. And so even you could start at $100 and learn how to build wealth. All the businesses I ever done in my life, I bootstrapped them. I started with a certain amount of cash I could afford to lose, and I built those damn businesses. Back in the early 90s, I had a VCR, TV, and computer and radio repair shop. Okay? I started that with the bootstrap cash. Next thing I knew, I was making $6,000 a month. Just repairing that stuff.
Nice.
Now, admittedly, when the Japanese got sunk because of what I was talking about, they got screwed. And they had to take all their junk and dump it on the market for pennies on the dollar. So that $300 19-inch color TV turned into a $100 TV. The
Wow.
VCRs turned into like $89. And so that business was no longer viable because it was cheaper for them to go buy a TV than pay $60 or $80 or $100 to fix the thing.
Yeah.
So you need to know when to get in and get out. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You don't just, start a business and, it'll be this way forever. It's not that way.
True. That's true. Brian, hi. I was in your life today. You didn't say hi to me. I was the only one there. Yeah.
If you're going to do anything with your life, start with financial independence. Start with planning.
Yes.
The best things you can do is do financial planning or marketing.
Get yourself organized.
Get yourself organized on your finances first.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're, it's great to get married and have children. I've done that, and I love having a family. Okay, it's one of the best things in the world. But if you're broke ass and you can't even pay the bills, I'm telling you, that's a struggle.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of us have done the wrong thing first. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we didn't have much money when me and my wife got married. Trust me.
Yeah, you always start out poor,
You do, but if you
so
think
you
about
have to
it,
be smart about it.
yeah.
How to
You,
gain, how to keep gaining, and put
instead
money
of fight,
away. Break a dollar, put it in a jar. That's how it works. Put it away.
well, I'll tell you one wise thing that my father always told me:
Break a
save
dollar.
your, save your
Yep, save
coin,
your coins. Yep,
save your
save your coins.
coins.
Yep, save them. You never know.
Did I show you that $400 worth of quarters I got?
Yes, you show me.
Yeah, it's just a little
In
bit of
plastic bags. Yeah.
just a little bit of it. You can do it. You can
You
put
said
the
you had
money away.
$300 of quarters in one of them.
Yeah, $300 or $400. I can't
Yeah.
remember what it is. I haven't counted it, but I have other coins and
Around
stuff like
there.
that. There's a coin shortage, and then I went through and found all the junk silver that's worth 90%. It's 90% silver. You know that adds up too, because most of the junk silver is worth 11 times what it is face value. So
Yeah.
you have $100 worth of junk quarters or whatever. You got $1,100. It's real money because it's actually silver, real money. You have to think about it. I'm just trying to say, before you go out and buy a new car and have to make payments, why are you buying a new car? You don't need a new car. You can get
Yeah,
an old
you don't need
car.
a new car. Yeah.
Yeah, get an old car. It costs $4,000 or something like
Fix
that.
that one and sell it on.
Yeah, you can always move up after you got yourself set up.
Girl, peace. Terminator, hi. How you been? Welcome. Welcome,
So
sir.
what I'm trying to say is that
Yes.
you don't need to live like the Joneses. You just need to live within your means. In fact, I suggest most of you just live below your means and save your money and invest it, because that's the way you're going to go somewhere.
Yeah, you got to start out small.
Yeah, everybody starts off small.
Yeah.
Even if people start off small and get big, when they get stupid, they have to start off small again.
Yeah.
You have to be smart about what you're doing. I mean,
Yeah, you need to learn how to put away instead of spending.
well, you have to be smart about your investments too. You have to be
Yes,
smart about
true.
everything you're doing. But one thing a lot of rich people have is they got cash stacked to the wall, and they got trust for the kids and everything else. If you want to be, you could. I don't care where you're at in life. In 5 to 10 or 20 years, you could still be rich as hell and have your kids all set up. Just have to be smart about it.
Got to use your brain. Yeah.
Well, that's it. I mean, and what I'm doing is swing trading or whatever right now. I'm doing this in a little fun money account, because all that money I'm using right now, I already made the money, so therefore I can afford to lose the money. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't losing no money. In fact, SPIR, there's going to be a big vote on. I'm going to put it in chat. There's going to be a big vote on November 18th, which is coming up on Thursday.
Okay.
That's the finalization of the merger, and I think it's going to be 9% yes. And then that company right there, do you know what this company is doing?
What?
This company right here has their own satellites. They do navigation, weather, and all kinds of stuff. So they have stuff for maritime ships, for logistics, for companies that are going across the countries and stuff like that. Okay. Now they partnered with Chain something. I forget what it is. Okay, they're uploading the software from this company called ChainSpace or something like that, where they can actually establish themselves as a cryptocurrency wallet. Okay, in space, the first of its kind.
Cool.
So they will be able to handle transactions in space. So if there's any disruption on the planet, the internet's down or whatever, up in there in space in the satellites, it bounces off of that, and there's no land-based things. That's a big plus, because that cryptocurrency wallet in space translates to a fintech, financial tech,
Yes.
which is actually going to be able to handle transactions for things like, in their realm, will be climate fintech, which means these carbon credit things that they're going to do anyway. You can't fight it. They're going to do it anyway. So what they're going to do is they're going to be able to handle transactions for that stuff and make a profit off of that too. So this is huge company as far as potential. I expect this company to actually go from $4 or whatever to like 18, $20 a share. And then you'll be able to write options after you cash in on some of them and keep like, 200 or 300 shares, and you'll be in the money just writing options on it all day long. You'll be fine. A big company. It's dirt cheap right now. If you don't get into it, you're probably not going to make the right choice.
Yep.
I'm really heavily invested in that. I think I get about 13% of my stock on that. So think about that one, because that's a big one right now. It's going to hit hard. Just like Matterport, I did the research on Matterport. Some people were mentioning it, and I said, okay, I'll look at it. I did the research, and I found out what they were really doing. And I'm a technical guy, so I find everything behind it. So I know the fundamentals, because I understand the technology. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not like I just like, oh, well, I'll just invest in it because it's going up. You don't ever invest in something that's going up unless you know what it's doing.
Yep, that's true.
You need
Gotta
to
find
be
the info.
smart.
Yep.
You need to do the research.
Do the research. Yep, that's true.
Yeah, and the technical stuff, I understand completely. You know that. So, I mean, I understand technology. I understand how it's done, and I know the industries. I mean, I worked in them
Yeah.
over 20 years ago, and I understand the stuff. So it's not hard for me to understand what I'm doing, right?
Yep.
So this is a company that within 2 weeks could probably go from, they're $4 whatever to like $6 or $7. So if you're not buying this stuff up, once again, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not financial advice, not a financial advisor or fiduciary. But I'm telling you right now, this company is set to go up, and I expect it to go into like the $12 or $15 a share.
Oh,
And
okay.
I'm heavily invested in it, because this is going to be my drop money for taking half of that profit off of the selling, and then I'm going to take the rest and just throw it in options and ride it all the way to profit land. Just like SoFi, SOFI. Oh, that's another one too. Oh, I've got to mention that. This one right here, did the research on too. Of course, I found this through Uncle Bruce, but I do my own research. I don't take his research. I make my own research and figure out what a company's going to do. So I actually listen to some of these bigger stock channels, and I actually do my research and due diligence on this to find out who's going to make the money. And I do the technical analysis on it too, which is what those other two stock channels, they have an idea what the technology is, but they really don't understand it. I do. SoFi finances everything. I even got an offer to get a SoFi credit card a couple weeks ago. Okay. They loan money to people to pay back. They do weddings, events, travel. They do all kinds of financing. Okay. Even student loans. And the thing is, and you go look at their channels, SoFi, you'll find out they loan a lot of money to all different industries. Now, here's the kicker. They are going to get a bank charter sooner than later. And when they do, that means they have the abilities to go up to the big boy window at the Fed and say, give us some money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Give us some big money so we can finance all this stuff. And they can actually take deposits and pay interest on those deposits like a bank. Huge, huge. But that's not all of it. It's not really all of it, but there's more to it. But I'm not going to go into it tonight because it's kind of late. But, they are a company that's going to keep going. And right now, you're not going to be chasing it. They went down a little bit this week, but they are actually at a good point where it's a good buying point for me. I may buy more because I actually think they're going to make some good money. Now, if I'm boring you the crap, let me know. But these companies will make money. They're solid companies. Even in a crash, I think these companies are going to make money. Remember, only 12% of the stock market crashed in 1929, right? So if you're well positioned in your finances and your stocks, I don't think you're going to take much of a hit. And if you do get a hit with a big crash, just chill out for a couple weeks and boom, it's right back up there because these companies are solid. They are going to keep going.
Yeah.
So that's some of my stock picks, and I hope you guys understand what I'm talking about and how
Thank
I've done
you.
the research on them. You know,
Thank you so much.
I mean, I like Bitcoin, but I don't think, you know,
It's gonna
honestly,
go. Yeah. Oh, bad
honestly,
feeling about it.
honestly think the central bankers are going to crush them in the end. Because when they roll out their digital currency, which they are planning to do, because it's just like the Bretton Woods reset, this great reset from the World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab, they're going to reset the money currency thing. And if you're not on the program and you want to be a rebel and have Bitcoin, they're going to screw you to the wall. That's all I
Wow.
can say. That's
So
all I
this
can
is a
say.
plan. It's actually a plan then.
Oh yeah, it's a big plan. It's already being implemented.
It's a big plan. Yeah.
That's why you had the BS with the Kakoff thing. Okay, that's all
Mm-hmm.
part of the plan. They're stealing the wealth now from individuals shutting down mom and pops, keeping only certain people that actually, you know, um, what do you call it? They're shit, I forget the name. Uh, essential companies
Wow.
open. Meanwhile, they're shifting the food around, and they know the growing zones are going to change, and they're resetting the financial system. And in the meantime, they're screwing us to the wall if you're a small business mom and pop shop because they're getting rid of you.
Yeah. So
'Cause
what you're saying right now, Bitcoin is not worth it.
I'm just saying that it's a roller coaster ride like the Yahoo. I told the old man.
I don't want to invest in something that's not gonna,
Well, it's okay to invest in something, but you need to know when to hold and
Well,
fold.
yeah, when to hold, when to
Yeah. Right now, it's still good, but I think that when you things rapidly change, what you need to do is you need to shift, and you need to put yourself into a stock position where you know something's going to go up.
Yeah.
And what I'm showing you right now is every one of these stocks I've showed you, I'm 30 to 100% up on, except for Spire. Okay,
Hmm.
Spire, I'm a bag holder, and that's the only thing keeping the balloon from going off the ground and taking a balloon ride around the planet. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, prepping doesn't mean just throwing away a bunch of food and supplies and extra stuff you're going to need for a year or two. It also means financially. I have gold, I have silver. Okay, don't get me wrong, I still have cash, around my house. If the bank shut down tomorrow, I still have cash. I still have gold, silver, all kinds of stuff. But what I don't believe in is that crypto is going to be allowed to continue. And there's a fine line where that's going to happen. Because
Yeah, I remember back not too long ago, they were like, yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, no. People didn't believe that it was real. They thought it was fake.
as far as what?
The coins, the Bitcoin, the Bitcoin.
Oh yeah. I'm telling you right now,
I didn't think it was real either.
it's a real thing. Actually, I think almost 10 years ago, I was offered Bitcoin for payment and services. I turned it down. I wish I hadn't because I'd be a lot richer now.
Yes, true. In that 2019, you should have betted on that.
We're talking about 2000. What was it? 2000. Oh, it was probably 2012, 2008, something like that. Was offered Bitcoin for a payment. Of course, it may have been screwed up, but I don't know. I don't know how far back the history goes, but I heard of it, and I was like, nah, I'll take cash, because I was asked to build this website and that website, and they said, well, we're gonna either give you cash or give you a Bitcoin. And back then it was like $12 a Bitcoin or something like that.
Yeah.
Cheap. It was cheap as hell. But I'm also telling you that the roller coaster ride on the Bitcoin is going to be like Gaddafi in Libya. I don't know if you heard. I don't know if you heard about that one.
No.
Well, I think you were out of the room, but back in, I was talking to the White Tupac. Gaddafi over in Libya said, screw you central banks. I'm going to go ahead and just print my own money in gold, And they invaded Libya and took them down. Get it?
Wow.
That's what happened. So as far as people think they're being a rebel and just going to buy Bitcoin and all this stuff, well, it's a roller coaster ride. You need to know when to get off top
It's true.
and let it crash, because it's not going to go that way. I'm telling you. They're going to go ahead and reset the money system. And if you're not on the right side of the money system, you're going to get screwed to the wall. So that's all I can say. So I hope you got something out of what I got to say.
So now what you're saying is we all got to do a research before we bet on anything.
Yeah, you should do your own research. You should find out whether I'm full of shit or whether I am telling the truth. That's what you need to do. You don't want to invest anything unless you know what you're doing.
What you're doing, yes.
I've just given you my 2 cents and what it's working for me, because I'm 30 to 100% up on all my stuff that I bought.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But, I could tell you that I have sunshine and I blow unicorns out of my ass, but does that mean that I'm really telling you the truth? Do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice. I'm not a fiduciary. Okay? We need to make that explicitly clear on this channel. Whatever I'm telling you, whatever she's telling you, the Brooklyn, it's up to you to make your own dumbass decisions. If you don't believe me, go ahead and fuck yourself and lose all your money.
Yep.
Okay?
True.
But I'm telling you what I'm doing. I'm making cash. So this is my personal finance thing from a little fun account money that I won off the casino, and I don't care if I lose it, because guess what? It's their money, not my money anymore. It's their money. I'm playing with their money.
Yep. Hello there.
I got my little stuff packed away, and if you look around, Vanguard and what is it? BlackRock are the major players that hold all the money in the country and the world. And if you don't know that already, you should know that. Okay. And I have a Vanguard account. They just sit there. It's in some fund that just, makes money for my retirement whenever I decide to draw it out. But I ain't begging nobody for money. I don't need anybody's money. I have enough money to do whatever I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Within reason. But, I'm not going to go blow my ass out of the ground and go, hey, I need this Jamaican cruise, and, I'll go to see Alaska again, and, all that crap, and spend like, $300,000 one week, But, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't begging nobody for nothing. And you shouldn't either. You're welcome, Michael. Because I'm not talking out my ass. I can actually show real figures. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Drop. I gotta shut down in 6 minutes.
Yeah, you're fine. I'm about ready to go to, do something else, like watch a movie and chill out and all stuff. But, I could talk about technical stuff, but I'd probably gloss your eyes over with a bunch of electronic stuff, incident crap. And you don't need that stuff. What you need to do is you need to actually, be proactive in your life and find financial independence.
Yep.
That's where it's at. Because I'm telling you right now, the first part of prepping is to get your finances in order.
Yep, that's true.
You can have all the food in the world and all the guns and bang bangs you want. And, I see all these idiots trying to sell you some food for 25 years shelf life and all
Ew.
that stuff. Yeah, you know, it's ridiculous because
25 years?
25 years.
Ew.
25. Yeah, you know that food. If you
Damn.
try to eat that for 2 weeks and you're not used to eating that kind of food, that dehydrated food, that you know what's going to happen to you. You're
Wow.
gonna be on the toilet for a long time.
Yeah. Oh my
That
God, your
stuff.
system. You hear that, Miguel Caca?
I mean, you go to South America and some people they eat a lot of fruit and all that kind of stuff like that. They take a dump like 3 times a day.
Oh
Okay,
my
that's
God.
natural. That's natural though. It's not like
Yeah,
the
that's
food.
normal though.
That's normal. You know, they take a big healthy dump. You know, because and it keeps their system clean and they don't get cancer and stuff. You know, you sit there and try to eat that dehydrated food for
Holy
two
crap.
weeks in
I
a
feel
row.
sorry for you.
You're going to have constipation. You're going to be stuffed up. I mean, you ain't going to do nothing. And if you're gonna think that's going to save your life after 2 weeks, these fools are going to find out real quick.
Heck to the
That's
no.
not. You're going to have to eat that food regularly for your body to adjust to it.
Yes.
And so I just keep regular. I got some of it, but not very much. But I keep regular food, and I rotate the stuff, you know, and I can some of my own stuff and junk like that, and blah blah blah, and have all my preps because I actually am a prepper, and that's the reason why I could tell you financially you need to get yourself in order first, right?
Yep. Hmm.
You can have all the food in the world, but if you don't know what the hell you're going to do with it and you can't defend it, and then you don't have any money to pay off some thugs that want to be your goons to take care of your ass, to
Yeah.
guard your ass,
Yep.
then you ain't got nothing. That's all. That's the simple truth. And there's so many people out there that think, oh, I'm a prepper. Yeah, they're shills. They don't know shit. They just want to tell you that dehydrated food, freeze-dried food, freeze-dried food,
Wow.
you know, and freeze dries and all that stuff. They think they're going to survive the apocalypse when somebody kicks their door in. There's like 20 of them coming through your door. You better have a plan. You
Like
better have a plan.
zombies.
Oh, don't laugh. Don't laugh. This little jabby thing's going to turn a lot of people into zombies. You wait and see. It's coming. You better prepare for that too. You know, there's so many things you need to prepare for. It's not just a joke. It's actually going to
Yeah.
be. They're going to have chaos in the streets. You think the riots were bad last year? Wait till this year. Wait. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to be hungry, need food, and they're only 3 meals away from starving to death. They're going to
Mhm.
kick the doors down and come through everything they can, find everything they want.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And that's what finances come into play, because if you have the finances, you can actually get yourself a different place to be in a place where you need to be and have the resources you need to actually finance that.
Yep. True.
Gold and silver ain't going to be worth shit for the first year if everything breaks down. The first year after that, it'll be money. But for now, it'll be nothing to you. It'll be heavyweight you have to carry around with you. It ain't going to be fun.
Yep. That's true.
So, hope you got something out of this.
Thank you so much. You're
Are you
always
listening?
welcome here, Drop. Always. Thank
Mhm.
you. My doors are always open for you.
Yeah, if you got $50, $100, you got extra $25 a week. I suggest you put it in some stock that you can actually sit there and watch it for a while.
Yeah,
until you
watch it grow.
catch up.
Yes.
Watch it grow. You know, Bitcoin goes up and down sporadically. It's a very volatile thing. It's kind of like AMC stock. It goes up and down real quick.
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
you can be up and down $5, you know, in a day. But what I'm trying to show you is some growth stocks that you could actually use to make money. And I think you will, you know. Some of it, you might be chasing it by now, but I don't think Spire you're going to be chasing. You may be down for like 2 to 4 weeks until that thing jumps up. But when it jumps up, you're going to be jumping up and down, hitting your head on ZZ Top, Woodstock, huh? Yeah. Give me all your loving. Yeah, I love that song. I went to
GT
ZZ
Beck.
Top.
Hi. How you been?
Yeah, GT Beck. I went to a ZZ Top concert when I was a kid. It was great. couldn't hear nothing after I left, but whatever. All right, I'm gonna shut it down. Thanks for having me, Brooklyn.
Thank you. Anytime, Drum. Don't be a stranger now.
No, I won't. Have a good night.
Okay. Good night, sweetie.
Love you much.
That was Drop, everybody. Please subscribe to him. He's a very smart man. Very smart. Well, I'm going to go. I'm shutting down, guys. And I hope I see you tomorrow. Thank you, GT, for coming by. Michael, Georgette. I haven't seen Jill. Chills. Yeah, I need to see him. Talk to him. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. I'm logging off. Peace.